magicians. The more potent items are highly prized by monstrous races for their power and their historical significance. And then moving into the current age. Although life continues to thrive on Sarlona, Zendrik, Arenal, and Arganessen, the nature of those places seems timeless and little changes. In the current age, the events of the greatest note occurred on Corvair. Hundreds of years after the collapse of the Decani Empire, human refugees from Sorlona arrived on Corvair's northeast coast, led by the famous explorer Lazar. The humans quickly pushed inland, seizing the land from the monstrous inhabitants, both civilized and wild. The remnants of Decani were in no position to resist the humans. Fledgling human nations began to appear in central Corvair. 5 communities arose. Since that time, the central areas of Corvair and the collective human civilization on those lands have become known as the 5 Nations. Over the years, these nations built, farmed, traded, explored, quarreled, and fought. Periodically, the great leader sought to unite the peoples under one banner. But all, even the mighty Karn, one of Eberron's greatest conquerors, lacked the combination of vision, force of arms, diplomacy, and luck needed to accomplish this monumental undertaking. 1,000 years ago, a male human named Galifar succeeded where so many failed before him. He bound the human populations into a great nation and named it the Kingdom of Galifar. For nearly 1,000 years, the kingdom thrived, creating a golden age for Corvarians. Arts, culture, scholarship, and civilization flourished. Trade routes crossed the land, sea, and air. Great urban centers grew up across the continent. Relations were established with Arenal, a gateway city to the riches and mysteries of Zendrik. Stormreach was founded. For hundreds of years, peace and prosperity reigned. All came to an end with the death of Geralt, the last king of Galifar. The human lands divided into 5 feuding nations, and they turned on each other. The war tore the continent apart and killed millions. Some scholars see the last war as the end of what they called the Age of Humans. In the aftermath, the 5 nations remain, but they are exhausted and greatly diminished. Monsters again stalk the wilderness between cities, people turn on each other, and dark creatures stir in the shadows. That great war ended 4 years ago. Right now, you guys are in the area called Breland. Let me go ahead and give you a map that you all have. You should be able to bump that up.
Sweet.
And you're in the city of Sharn. It's that port city down near the hilt. Okay, for a little bit of backstory on you all, how did you guys, or does anybody have any questions about the history part? Because that's over with.
Am I expected to remember all that?
Every word. in that order.
You got a historian here, so I'll fucking deal with it.
Yeah, it's just to give us a general idea, because like some of those things you're gonna run across, and at least you kind of know where it falls into place now. So.
Yeah, my history modifier is 2, so I kind of paid attention in high school history. Was busy throwing notes at the cute girl, you know?
Don't worry, I got a 7, I think.
Sweet.
Yeah, 7.
All right. So, how did you guys all come together? To start wanting to do together.
I don't know. You told us this last time.
Yeah, I'm going to sit back for a while because of the nature of my character. So you guys, sorry to throw it on you. You guys kind of figure it out. The nature of my character, I will have come in later by
Why is there an echo?
by virtue of.
Is it me? Am I too loud?
I don't know. I heard an echo though.
Check to see if the microphones are active on Roll20, because I was getting an echo from somebody, and then I shut the mic off, and that was good.
Yeah, disable your.
How do you do that? Receive from others on D20.
Yeah, and in the settings on the far right, you want to go down to video plus voice and say nothing to be broadcast and nothing to be received.
Oh, hey, now I can see my guy.
Yeah, me too.
I can't see my guy.
Sweet.
So, I don't know, did you guys want to basically be like lifelong friends, or?
by the nature of my character, I will have come in later after maybe the group had already established itself.
By the nature, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, by the nature of my character, he's probably gonna be really assertive. Maybe not like the founding member, but a guy that like is definitely in the spotlight a lot because he's a frontline guy, constantly getting involved in things, very outgoing.
Does anyone have an issue calling Dane the founding member?
Not at all.
It's fine with me.
Then I'll throw my hat in. Dane and I met actually in a town, where the hell, I don't know, in a town. Dane, are you a particularly fighty guy, or like?
I am basically the guy that goes to the bar, and either I'm going there to fight and kick the shit out of somebody, or I'm there to have a good time. Like, both my strength and charisma are really high.
Perfect. Then you and I would be great friends. You and my charisma are both pretty high. My strength is a little low, but my dexterity and my thievery are both pretty high, as well as streetwise. So Dane and I become very close friends because we like to frequent the same inn. And whereas I could get us into the right inn, and with my streetwise and maybe pickpocket a few guys to pay for our drinks every night, Dane would, he's the muscle if we got caught, and both of us just love to have a good time.
Okay, so basically, Dane, you were looking for people and found Orom in a bar, and you guys just kind of clicked and
Yep, pretty much.
started looking for some more. How do you, Elliot, and Shukin fall in? Just throw yourselves into the story. Doesn't matter how you guys would like.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Go for it.
My guy is he's barbarian. He's come from a barbarian village. It's unknown what village. He doesn't ever share it. He was basically looking to expand his knowledge outside of this small village where it's very primal, where it's still, I guess, kind of still stuck in, like, you know, the age before all this art and stuff like this, where they're still kind of trapped in, like, the giant age, I would say. If I'm getting all that whole timeline, it seemed like it was before this art deal and, like, before the humans kind of settled in, it was a bit primal. Is that right, Kermit?
Yeah, no, that's right. That was about 20,000 years ago, but yeah, that's right.
So, anyways, they're a bit primal. So he was trying to expand his knowledge, and he was going to come back to his clan and share this knowledge with them, so maybe they could establish themselves better. And he kind of got sucked into this whole group because he was learning a lot about history and stuff like that, and he figured it'd be a good place to stay.
So you sort of have a back quest then, and a sort of motive.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. What about you, Shukin?
Well, my guy was born into a noble clan, and then at some point in his life, his his master or whoever or have you, was killed in battle, like in a duel kind of thing. So he left in disgrace, and has vowed to train until he has the strength to defeat the person, who killed him, and bring back respect to his clan. So I joined this group because they look like some really tough fellows who could help me.
Give him the
in my
opportunity to
personal
prove
quest.
himself.
Okay. So you two also have a back quest. That's great.
Yes.
All right. So whenever there's downtime, you two can be trying to do your own things. Sounds good. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Would you be able to change either me or Orum? Is that?
Yeah, Orome.
Orum. Would you be able to change one of our colors? They're nearly identical.
I cannot change your colors, but you guys can.
Yeah.
Click on.
Let me change mine because I figure a dark blue is fitting for me.
Yeah, where do you change it?
You just click on the.
Just
color.
click on the color.
Oh, neato.
Jinx.
Here you go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that you all basically met up with Dane in Sharn, which is where you currently are. It's probably the biggest city in Breland. It is the capital of Breland. Looking for adventure, as we already determined you were doing, you actually joined sort of a larger mercenary group. So while you four are adventurers together, you work for one man who oversees a group of adventuring groups. The name of the group is the Knights of Sharn. That's the name. You've only joined this so that you can get some experience, but you guys are welcome to leave it at any time. The man running it is Darren Dowford. He's a human. He's a little gruff and cranky, but he at least gave you guys a job, as many were not willing to do. The only thing is, he asks that whenever you are given a mission, or lead by him, and accomplish it, or come back to Sharn, you tell him what you gain from it in magical items and gold, and he takes a cut of it for basically giving it to you. Does that all sound fair for now?
Yeah,
For now.
Yeah.
As long as you're not getting shafted.
Well, we'll see later.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys
When
have
the
already,
GM says "we'll see," that's always
like I said, you all are welcome to leave at any time. He may not be too happy about it, but I guess that we'll see how that goes down. You guys have not met any of the other adventuring groups that are part of this larger mercenary group. So you guys have already met with him once, looking for a mission, and he's told you that he does need a group to do some of the crap work that no one else wants to do. And since you guys are the low men on the totem pole in the whole guild, he's told you that just outside of Sharn, to the north, is an old cemetery that has been overrun by none other than kobolds.
these fuckers again.
These bastards.
So,
Yeah, I got a hard on for kobolds.
These little reptile rats.
so he tells you that if you guys can take care of this, he will give you a much better mission afterward, because all of his other groups are out on more long-term missions right now. He won't pay you for doing this, obviously, because you work for him. And like I said, you guys will just bring back a share, or what share of what you bring back. So, does anyone want to do anything while we're in Sharn, first of all?
Yeah, I'd like to stop by some of the shops, see what we got.
Because of the size of Sharn, anytime you come to Sharn, which you'll basically be here in between sessions, you can go on to the character builder and just buy anything that you can afford.
Okay, cool.
It'll be findable in Sharn.
Interesting.
There should be nothing in there that you couldn't. Anything I wouldn't want you to buy is going to be millions of gold pieces anyway, so it's not going to be a concern for quite a while.
You telling me I can't have my Gal 8?
If it's in there and you can afford it, wow. That being said, was there anything specific that you wanted to get, like, before we set out right now?
Yeah, I'm breaking character here, breaking RP. I'm not sure if a warlock, because I've got a dagger for close-up, I'm not sure if a warlock is supposed to have a staff or something.
Oh yeah, I was gonna talk to you about that. You need a rod. You need a rod implement.
Yeah, you need implements, basically, but they're magical and do cost a fair amount, so there was no chance of you getting one when we started.
No, you can get a basic rod implement that's like 20 gold.
Oh, really? They had...
Yeah, my warlock's got one.
Well, let me go ahead
Okay.
flip open my player handbook real quick and go to the store in it. Alright. A basic rod implement, huh? I'm not seeing it in here.
Here, I'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah, if you can do that with the like gold amount or something, that'd be great, and then we can just go ahead and...
Oops. That's the wrong one.
Oh wait, why am I looking at World of Warcraft?
These are not
Warlock,
the
D&D, there we go.
these are not the
How do you
MMOs
pronounce
you're
your guy's
looking
name,
for.
Austin?
Eliak.
Eliakson.
Tiger Soul. Wow, you and Shukin kind of go together there.
Do we?
Especially with the bring honor to the clan kind of thing.
Well, I mean, Shukin Simonseki sounds horribly oriental.
the Shimonseki.
And Tiger Soul also sounds pretty oriental.
It's like that white guy that gets the Yakuza tattoo over his shoulder, you know?
Oh fucking Christ!
Oh god, dude.
Oh
Oh.
no! There's always that one guy in every group.
It's like anybody
just
got
out
the
of
tribal
curiosity.
on the bicep?
Oh god, you.
Are you
Bro.
still looking for that, Austin?
Yeah, I found 2 of them. I'm just curious which one you'd want to buy, because there's like multiple. Would you prefer it just to be just a basic rod implement? Because there are others that he can afford here, but they're superior, and or yeah, they're all superior.
If you can afford it, that's all that matters.
Okay.
It's just beyond the free stuff. You know,
Yeah, shit, what do I have? Because I spent some money. Let me see where my...
Haji,
Here we go.
go ahead and look through the character creator and search rod. Figure out which one you want to buy there, and then give Krem a link here. Because
Okay.
there are multiples here that you can buy that are within your price range. Some of them are going to give you a little bit of bonuses because
Can
they're
every-
superior items.
Can everybody see the compass real quick?
Let me check.
It should be down at the bottom right.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure that was clear.
Where's
The
this
rest-
compass at?
Yes, it's all black.
Bottom right.
Bottom right of.
The map.
Of the map? No.
Oh,
I,
the map. Go back.
Out of
Uh,
curiosity, what other buildings, or like, is there any sort of point of interest in this town? You
Yeah,
said
they
it's
have a
fairly
local map.
large.
See a compass in the top left.
Top left.
oh, yeah, I see a compass, but it's mostly covered up by people's stuff. Now,
You could change that. Go to your settings and just go to names only.
Yeah. I kind of like
Like-
remembering who people are by there.
Avatar, yeah.
Yeah, there's only 4 people, so it should be easy to...
You guys have got to
Wait.
get like some higher resolution.
Yeah, I have a question. Does the picture, like where the map usually shows up, does it still say Seekers of the Ashen Crown, or
No.
is it actually showing an? Oh, then I need to reload the page.
Yeah, just reload the page real quick.
Well, that is really weird that
Same
it's not
thing.
transferring you guys when I do that.
Yeah. Let me just look.
All right. As far as other points of interest in this town, there's nowhere specific. It's pretty. I don't want to say it's all rundown, but it's not very
It's just a simple port town.
exactly. It's very large though, so I mean, anything you guys could want, this is the place to get it.
All right. I mean, are there any other like people that you know of that we should be talking to?
No,
Or is that later on?
that'd be more later on.
Okay.
You will get involved with certain people later.
Okay.
Okay, I see the compass now.
All right. Oh,
I
okay.
guess I'm all set.
Rule in this one: if you're drawing something legitimate on the map, tell me first.
Okay.
Otherwise, don't write on the map.
Ow.
Yeah,
So no drawing dicks, but drawing maps is fine.
yeah. Like if you want to like etch something in the floor, tell me first. And I mean, if you can't, like it's a stone floor or something, I'm gonna say no. But
Yeah.
Or don't draw a dick that is actually a map, but kind of a dick.
A dick map. Some sort of
It's a map.
medieval.
Didn't somebody
hybrid.
draw like a dick map in the last one?
they're looking for
But
those.
how am I gonna tell Shoddy where to go? Sorry, that was inappropriate.
Are you still looking for those implements?
Yeah, I was just able to pull it up.
Oh, I have a question
Yep. Go ahead.
about moving. If I'm not sure if I remember this right, but wasn't like if you go move diagonally, wasn't like every other square like count as 2?
No, moving diagonally is the same as moving straight forward or backward.
Okay.
Okay, another thing that I'm going to start doing, because yesterday was a little bit of a clusterfuck in between encounters when we were on the same map. The instant the encounter's over, I will tell you, and just stop moving your characters. We're going to I'm going to black the map, and we're going to go completely into role-playing. Until you reach another encounter, even if it's on the same map.
Okay.
That way people aren't just sliding their characters around and accidentally push them into something they shouldn't.
So what happened like with the last one? Like, did somebody just like slide into the next encounter?
Yeah, Grace was just like sliding his character around, and he slid it into the cave,
Oh, okay.
No, like legitimately walked right up to the doorstep of the kobold leader and like knocked and asked if he wanted some Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah. And so from that point on, I couldn't, I can't just say, "Oh, you didn't see it. They didn't see
Yeah.
you." So it started the
I
next.
was wondering like what the hell happened because like I just looked at my screen and like there's this whole another section of the map that just lit up for me, and I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
Well, no, and I saw that earlier. I was trying to point it out to Kremit here because I was like, don't want to say anything that would tip anybody else off because
I-
character and player knowledge.
I removed the fog of war over there and forgot that there were lanterns that were illuminating, and you guys could
Yeah.
see light from the lanterns. So
Mhm.
it kind of.
It just gave away like some geographical like positions as well as like where the giant treasure trove is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the giant treasure trove and about 6 bad guys.
And then once Grayson wandered in there, I just went ahead and removed the fog again because it was obvious
Yeah.
at this point. But now the only problem is that he's in that cave.
He's already started the combat.
He's way back. Like I
Yeah,
think.
I'm
Oh, he's dead.
close to him, but I was thinking like tell him to stop just before he got there, but he was just too fast for me.
He's
Yeah.
dead, dude.
And
So-
what's his name is still someone's still doing that what do you call that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ritual.
Austin
That's
Vinicius is still
Yeah.
there, and he still has quite a bit of time left on it.
how do I see my what are they called? Proficiencies, like weapon
Proficiencies.
proficiencies.
You have to pick them.
Yeah.
It's a feat.
Oh, but no, like my feet. I gained. What is it?
It's gonna be under It's gonna be your.
I gained proficiency with orbs because of my beguiler, so I could get an orb implement.
Yeah. Yes, you could. I'm not sure how magic weapons exactly work. I believe you can just use like it's the same as melee. You can just use any magic weapon and take a boost from it, can't you, Kermit?
Yeah, they're exactly the same. The only thing is magical weapons, like you'll get, say, a magical spear with +1 to attack rolls. When you attack with it, it'll be like attacking with a spear, like it's the same amount of damage as a spear. However, you just get the added bonuses with it.
Yeah, I was saying like I don't like archers have they use melee weapons or ranged weapons like slings, crossbows and such, and you know that like they're all gonna do the same. They're gonna shoot a bolt. I didn't know if like an orb or a rod or a staff did anything different, or if you, like only certain classes can use certain magical or magic class items.
No.
Okay, Kremit,
Yeah.
I refunded my dagger and gave myself a rod implement instead. They were both 12 gold, so
Okay.
net 0 for me on money. So I just
That's fine.
whoops, sleight of hand. I'm a beguiler, anyways. You guys didn't see that.
So, are you guys ready to head out of town then? Now that we got that. Okay. All right. So you head on out of town to the north. This graveyard isn't even a mile away. It's just up the road, which is very strange of kobolds to come this close to town. You know that as well.
Something.
So you go up, you travel up there, and immediately as you approach the graveyard, you recognize it, and it's a pretty simple graveyard. There's just, as you would expect in a graveyard, graves, and a couple mausoleums. You notice that one of the doors to those mausoleums is smashed down, and the crumbles of stone are all on the ground around it. So what would you guys like to do?
So we got a
Yeah, big's the
mausoleum.
hole.
Investigate.
What's that?
How big's the thing? Like what did you say it was a hole or?
The mausoleum, it's just like a pretty small structure built on top of the ground. You can't see into it though; it's completely black. But you can see that like I said, the front door is just smashed off.
Okay.
I'll
Who
link
does
you
this
guys to what a
belong to?
mausoleum is.
Who does the mausoleum belong to?
Yeah.
I assume. Do you guys want to go close enough to try and figure out? I'd say you're probably about 50 to 100 feet away on the road.
That link right there is what a mausoleum is, to give you guys a RP picture here.
Yeah, it's like a
It's a big
small
stone
house,
building.
right? Yeah.
Or it's a relatively
Yeah,
small
there you go.
stone
It
building.
looks about like that, about that size approximately.
Yeah.
A very rich person died there.
Yeah, I say I'm down to walk up and investigate it.
Yeah.
All right. Can I just roll an insight check real quick to see if there's anything like immediately glaring, other than the fact that the thing is smashed?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wouldn't that be perception?
Perception would be more to notice something. Insight would be more to
figure out why it's wrong or right.
draw a conclusion from something.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, if you want to go and give me that.
Big money, no whammy.
That's not bad.
Okay. Okay. On that note, we're also implementing something else, and we're gonna implement the other campaign too. When you ask to see something like can I do this? There's not going to be any more of who has the higher of this. It's when you ask to do it, you are going to be the one that rolls for it. If you would like to hand like an object off to someone else, be like, hey, do you recognize this? The other person can be like, well, let me do a perception check or an insight check.
Okay.
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 That way we're not sitting there trying to figure out who's got the highest of what. It's just, you're just going to do it. Okay. So with that, you do notice that that door that was broken down must have weighed probably thousands of pounds in stone. A solid piece of stone. So it definitely took a lot of force to break it apart.
Okay.
That's all you notice. You don't notice anything else about the mausoleum.
Where are the remnants? Are they blown inwards or outwards?
A little of both. They mostly look like they were blown just down and a little inwards, and then some of it was dragged back out,
Okay. So somebody was trying to get in rather than get out.
sort of
And
cleaning.
trying to make it look like it's.
Well, no, what probably
Accidentally.
happened was they probably blew it in, blocked it off a bit, and they had to remove some stone to get
Gotcha.
in there.
Can I get a perception check from someone too?
Yeah, I'll do it here.
When I say that, that can be whoever. Or whomever rather. I don't care.
Okay, where's perception again? I always forget this.
It's low on your skills.
Pass it,
Bottom
yes.
right of your.
Right
No, it's at bottom
above
right.
religion.
Is it? Whoops. Is it a D20 plus that?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
D8 plus your thing.
Okay. I'm a perceptive motherfucker.
Whoa.
Oh, you see everything.
You notice that it almost looks like the rock was blasted apart. That it wasn't even knocked down, but just completely blown.
So like with some sort of device, like a bomb or.
Sort of, but it almost looks as though it was blasted apart from within.
Can I roll an Arcana check on that one to
You
see
see, it
if
looks
there's
like
anything
magic.
Hold
magical
on
about it?
hold on just a second. You also notice that all around the ground are massive claw marks.
Ooh.
Yeah, you want to give me an Arcana check?
Yeah.
You said
Yeah,
it
I'm
looks
just
like it
gonna-
was mostly blown from within.
Mm-hmm.
Within, like inside the wall, or on the other side, inside the
As
mausoleum.
in within
outwards?
the rock itself. Like from the center of the rock outward. Jesus, man. Oh wait, that's not. Never mind. I'm looking at your 29 again.
I looked at that too.
Who's rolling the Arcana check?
Oh wait, sorry. Let me.
God, I'm a really perceptive motherfucker. Damn.
Yeah. Control C. There we
My
go.
insight is 10 as well.
Right. It doesn't look like there's nothing coming off of the rock specifically that looks like it was affected by magic. But you do notice sort of a generic magical air around the place.
Okay.
Spooky.
I'm gonna let the group know that It doesn't look like it was blasted down by magic, but there's probably something powerful inside it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the group know that I'm gonna point out all the claw marks and tell them that the wall looks like it was blasted from like within the center of the stone.
Okay.
So if I'm visualizing this correct, like in a modern day aspect, you're talking like they drilled a hole into it and like placed like a stick of dynamite type of thing into
It almost looks similar to that, but it doesn't
Okay.
look blasted. Like it doesn't look scorched or anything like that.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll also say this: you notice that there's an inordinate amount of water around. Like everything is soaking wet around there, more so than anywhere else.
Hmm.
See if I can get any checks here. Can I do a religion check? If there's any like religious symbols on the mausoleum of any sort.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
I don't have a modifier for that, so that's flat out.
You notice some writing on the tomb that you don't really recognize and seems like it might be religious. About the extent of it.
Yes. I need to get one second. I need to see the character pictures here. So we got a warlock, a. Okay.
You see this name etched on the mausoleum.
Could I do a history check?
Yeah. With that, you do recognize that is a god. That is the name of a god.
That is written on the mausoleum itself.
Yes.
Okay.
It is written on there as it appears to be likely the god that the person rested here worshipped.
Okay.
Can it look like under the rubble? See if there's like anything hidden under the rubble.
As you attempt to look under the rubble, you notice it is just vastly too heavy to move.
Okay.
I mean, even the large broken pieces must
So
weigh hundreds of pounds.
All right,
So we're dealing with some seriously powerful shit that blew that down.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to roll in then? See if we can't see what the fuck
Or is
does.
there
Does
any
anybody have a
name?
torch?
Oops, sorry. I do not.
I have a sunrod. I think. Oh fuck! I didn't. No, the adventurous kid has a sunrod.
Correct.
Has two
Okay.
sunrods.
Or can anyone see in the dark?
I have a low light.
Who was that with low light?
Dane.
Oh, hey, that's pretty good because you can be in front.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
yay.
Do you guys want
Let's
to
do-
I'll
start?
carry the sunrod directly behind him, and since I've got some heavy DPS, so if we hit combat, at least we'll have some heavy hitters up front.
What's going on? Sorry. I was.
Trying to figure out how the group wants to move into the mausoleum.
Okay. I'll be up front since I'm melee as well.
Do you look
okay.
at?
I think
What's
we
that?
should have the dwarf up front, me behind him, and then
And then I,
Shukin behind me, and then Orum falling from the back.
that works.
Okay, so as you move up to the mausoleum to go in, and you peer in, Dane, you can see that it looks so small simply because the mausoleum is nothing more than the top of stairs that descend downward into the ground.
I'm gonna go ahead and light my lantern and apply it to my miner's helmet and put my miner's helmet on.
Oh, you have a lantern?
I've got a lantern and a miner's helmet, which allows me to put it on my
Okay.
helmet.
Let me go ahead and start pulling characters in. Dane up front. Dane, you said you have low light, correct?
Yes, I do.
Shit. I started.
Question: if it's small, are we going to be squeezing, or are we fine just
The stairs are fairly wide enough certainly to fit two of you side by side.
Okay. Wide enough to fit Dane's fat ass?
Okay, let's orient me and the dwarf right next to each other, and then Orum and Shukin right next to each other. How's that sound?
Oh, I'm gonna unsheath my weapons just in case.
Can anybody see like your characters on the map right now?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get everything placed in a good spot. Okay, so Dane and Elliot are going to go side by side. And what kind of vision did you say you had, Elliot?
I'm a human, so I've got normal vision, which would be.
Okay.
But I've got the lantern on top of my head.
Oh, you do. Okay, so you're going to actually exude a fair amount of light then.
I'm not sure what the actual light value of this is, but
No, I got you. And everyone will be able to see your light.
yeah, it's
Okay.
just essentially a helmet that's got a latching system for
And
a
then
lantern.
Autumn, you've got a light as well, correct? A sunrod.
Everybody has 2 sun rods from their adventurer's kit, but I can light mine if you guys want.
Will probably be pretty good for my lantern here, unless everybody else carry one of their sun rods. I'm assuming is a sun rod kind of like a glow stick.
Yeah.
Okay.
They go incredibly bright. It's like a lantern.
It's like a chem light, just.
So do you want to?
I'll draw my. I'll use a minor action to draw my sunlight into my offhand. Since I have my rod in one hand, I'll have a sunlight or my sun rod in the other, just in case that lantern goes out. I can quickly just use a minor action to turn it back on.
Okay, and you do not have low light vision, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And I walk with my spear in my hand at all times, unless I say otherwise.
Okay. And then, Shukin, do you have low light, or are you taking a lantern or anything like that?
No. I have normal, and I'm not holding a lantern. So.
Okay.
And as for Dane, he's walking fully armed at all times, unless specifically mentioned otherwise.
All right.
Wait, did I say I have low light?
You said you do not.
Okay.
And I'm kind of like Gandalf. I always just carry my staff, and since I'm kind of old, nobody
You would
questions.
not part an old man from his walking stick.
There you go.
All right,
With a sly little wink to Legolas.
as you descend down, the air inside is incredibly cool, much more so than it would normally be, you feel. And you can hear some clattering and moving around down below as well. All right. So you guys go ahead and descend down the stairs, and from that I need initiative rolls.
Yay.
Oh, goody.
Oh boy.
This is where the fun begins, boys. Is that 1d20 plus modifier?
Yep.
Okay. Oh.
Damn.
What happens on a tie?
We just
You guys
decide.
decide who goes first.
Being that you and I are side by side, it doesn't wholly matter.
We're not side by side. You and Shukin
Are those
side by
are
side.
those all four of the initiative rolls right there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh damn, you guys are fucking fast now.
I'm gonna go before you if you don't mind.
Shukin? Or Iliak? Yeah, Iliak, you can do that because I'm ranged. I can reach out and touch him.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so
Touch him.
Elliot,
What? Who said that?
So it'll be Shukin, me, Die Fancy A, Fancy I-N.
I'm just writing his name as Dane.
Dane, okay.
Like Dane.
Dine? I don't know. Is that Spanish?
It's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dane Ironfoot is Dane Ironfoot, cousin of Thorin Oakenshield,
Same
Very
Lord
good.
of the
Hobbit
Iron
too.
Hills.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay, I
I
gotta
will,
see it.
like you got to take the Hobbits as kind of separate from the books because
Very separate.
The book, The Hobbit. Yeah, Peter Jackson did a good job of telling a story that combined lots of characters that died and lived in various other places.
Oh, dude, the first
Alright.
one was badass. I loved it.
Yeah.
Your guys' light is up. Can any of you see anything right now?
Yeah.
I see some
Yes.
stairs.
I mean, as far as creatures go.
As
No.
far as creatures,
Negatory.
no.
Okay,
Negative
so-
contacts at 0.
Almost straight ahead, you guys hear sort of a hissing noise and something shout out in some language other than common. So what languages do you guys speak?
Wait. Question.
Draconic.
Question. Is this? Whoops. Is this near the outside?
No, behind you is the outside. This over here.
This is it. Okay.
You guys have just descended into what is likely a tomb.
Roger that.
I'm sorry, so what languages do you guys speak?
I speak Draconic.
Argon.
Okay, so you who speaks Draconic, you understand that something shouts intruders as you come in.
I want to hiss back. At him like, what's up? What's up?
Speak parcel tongue.
You get no response from that at all. But you do hear things beginning to move around.
Can I
Down
ask in Draconic who's there?
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, did someone just what?
Guys, I'm a changeling. I could look like a kobold. I can't speak Draconic, but I can look like a kobold.
Yeah, it's kind of late for that, isn't it?
I don't know.
We haven't rolled into combat yet. I could come around the corner and
Pretend to be
And
one of
have-
their homies.
pretend to be one of them and have the guy speaking Draconic behind me.
That's an awful plan.
It's worth a shot, I guess.
You're not the Three Stooges, dude.
If we want some information, just saying.
The one down there shouts back that this is the new home of their master, and that anyone that enters will be killed.
Bastards.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take that as a threat, and
Yeah, I don't want to be a kobold
I'm
anymore.
gonna,
I'll kill him.
in Draconic, I want to tell them that they need to lay their weapons down or be killed.
Fuck off.
Well, Dane could just tell them to start off.
Start off, you fucking bastards.
Which one's
Would you
mine?
just mind starting off?
Is this me right here?
Yeah, that's you. Your name is kind of down in the part that's blacked out.
I can see.
The creature shouts back to you that it's either they kill you or their master kills them.
Well, then fucking join our side, dude.
I'm gonna say in Draconic is game time, baby. What's up, World Star?
Sounds awesome.
Leroy
I
Jenkins.
just assume it doesn't understand that because I did.
What's up, baby? World Star.
What the
Alright,
fuck
Jordan,
is
what's your
World
type
Star?
Dude, it's whatever there's a fight, people are always
No, I
videotaping
know.
it going and putting it. Oh, okay.
Oh no, I know. I'm saying that's what the kobold says.
So,
Oh, okay.
so we're
Can
gonna.
you tell him to check out my mixtape?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started on that. My first D&D campaign. I'll give you a little excerpt here. I'm gonna attach my mixtape to the end of my arrow and shoot it at the other arrow, trying to block it. And he blocked it. He blocked 2 arrows.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry, we're getting off.
Okay, so we're going to roll into an initiative order to do things here. Of course, like I mentioned before, you guys are feel free to do anything you'd like, but it's going to have to be an initiative order, minus the talking. And it goes with Shukin first.
Well, I can't see anything.
And it goes a
This is
little
a
something like this.
You should be able to see
can-
my lantern, shouldn't you?
Yeah, but like, I can not see very far. I don't know if moving
Oh,
up's
okay,
gonna.
but you
help me.
can see.
You can talk to me.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna tell him.
do you
it's,
guys see
it's,
any?
if
There's
you
a
move,
hallway to the right.
How much is one tile
There-
again? It's 5 feet. Okay.
5 feet.
I want to tell him if
How do
you
you-
move about 10 feet. If you move about 10 feet
Like,
past.
I
me-
can see up to there.
Oh, okay.
I can see up to that green line.
Oh yeah. Why don't you move
Yeah.
just like right here?
Yeah, I can do that. So I'll.
Actually,
Go
maybe a
ahead
little bit
and-
closer. Maybe like 15 feet.
You can see that green up there.
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to say this into you real quick. Dominating the room ahead is a long trench filled with glowing green substance.
Ooh.
So I'm
You
gonna
mean
stay
this
away
right
from
here?
that.
Yeah. There's 2 rows of it though.
So
I
I'm
can't see
gonna
the
move
second
up
row.
a few squares.
Okay.
1, 2,
How do you
3.
delete the lines?
just click them and hit delete, or you can like swipe over them.
5.
You are drawing more lines.
No.
You're currently in the drawing mode, so make sure to click on the cursor before you do it.
Oh my god, how many lines did you draw?
No, dude.
You can swipe them all and delete all of them at the same time. You just have to be careful not to delete
Oh,
people.
that's a good point. Oh my god. We're about to roll into me deleting Shuken on accident again. Okay.
So would I be able to like? Is a sunrod? That's like a. Is it like a torch or like a?
Yeah, it's like a torch, basically.
Okay, so would I be able to light one and just lay it on the ground?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go ahead and grab a token for Sunrod real quick.
You've only got
Like,
2,
can I-
so be careful.
Would I? Yeah, would I be able to
Yeah,
like
each
toss
person
it
has 2.
somewhere?
Yeah. Do you want to just go ahead and toss it ahead of you?
Yeah, I don't want to toss it in the green goop, the whatever that is. So I guess should I toss it to the right or to the left, guys?
None of us can see.
No, there's a hallway to the right and left that goes.
You cannot hear anything Orum says. Unless...
Yeah, I know that.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Go ahead and
let him
There's
know
a
the
hallway
hallway
to the right
side.
or the left. Doesn't matter which side.
go ahead and toss it to the right.
Right. Okay, I'll toss it right there.
Okay. So you light that Sunrod and throw it on up there. Oop, there it is.
And that'll be the end of my turn, I guess. Well, I guess I should wait until I actually fucking see what's there. If I can see anything. Alright, so I tell the 2 guys who can hear me, and I point that there's a... Fuck, where's the ruler? There's a kobold over there, and I can see another one over there.
And you see that one off to your right. He's behind like a wooden portcullis that is going from ceiling to floor, blocking that hallway.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to see him then?
No, you can see him. You can see him through it.
Oh, okay.
And then the bars in it look like they're just wide enough apart that a really small creature could maybe wriggle its way through.
Like a rat.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Like a kobold?
Alright,
Yeah,
game time, boys.
exactly, like a kobold might be able to do.
Okay, so I point out those 2 guys to them, and I can't attack from here. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay, that rolls up to Elik.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a I've got a hand crossbow. It's a free action for the reload. Are you gonna charge me on minor for pulling it out?
Is it put away, or do you already have it out?
It's already put away. It's not in my offhand, and I've got a spear in my main hand.
Yeah, you're gonna have to minor action it out.
Okay, I'm gonna minor action my hand crossbow out. Is that gonna put it away when I'm done, or am I gonna be sitting there holding it still until I put a minor action to put it away?
I think we can go ahead and just say that you sling it back.
Okay, so I'm gonna minor action and do a basic ranged attack on this guy right here.
Okay.
This is gonna be, let me figure this out here. +4 versus AC. Oh wow.
As you fire, the crossbow jams. It'll take at least a minor action to unjam it.
Gotcha. Oh, that was bad. Let's see if I can do anything else here.
My speed. Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
That's it for me.
That's it for you? Okay, that moves us on to Oron. Or
Yeah, Rome. What's my cold damage? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to turn. Don't fail me now. I am going to put a Shadow Tentacles, which, give me 1 second to pull up and remind myself. So this is going to create an Area Burst 1, if it successfully works. So let me roll that d20 real quick.
Oh, hello. I want to tell Oram and Shukin, and I can tell everybody that I see just past this guy here, I see another guy right here.
Roger that.
If you can,
All right.
you can also see on the ground just in front of him is what appears to be a wooden switch coming out of the ground.
Okay.
And those guys up through that portcullis there, you can also see they're carrying, they're wearing hide armor, carrying a spear and a light shield. And you can see that this guy over here also, he's wearing leather armor, but he's just carrying a sling with him.
Okay. Then I am going to use my Shadow Tentacles, which is a standard action encounter. And I'm going to roll that. It's versus reflex.
And you
Okay.
are going to the guy just above you, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. It zips right to the portcullis and gets him.
Cool. So then I want to put that directly on him. It's an Area Burst 1 within 10 squares. So it's going to put an Area Burst center directly there.
Yep.
And the effect is 1d10 plus Charisma modifier. So let me roll that real quick just for damage. Alright, rolls. Okay, so I do 6 damage. Cold damage, and the target is slowed until the end of your next turn. Also, because I'm a Binder Warlock with Star Pact, the burst also creates a zone of difficult terrain that lasts until the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oh. Wait. Never mind. That's an attack roll, not a damage roll. So, yeah, I was supposed to get +1 to my attack roll because of Shadow Twist, because he doesn't have anyone adjacent to him. So he's slowed.
Right.
There's a rough terrain in that region, so anyone moving through there is going to be going through rough terrain.
Okay.
Or difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
Sounds good.
Quick question, Kermit. Combat challenge mark foes you attack. Technically, I attack this guy, correct?
Yeah.
So, can you put a mark on him?
Sure. You are the... Okay.
And then
It's a -2 to attacks, not including me.
question.
Yes.
Minor action. If it says unarmed +4, does that mean I roll a d6 for that?
Unarmed is 1d4. So that's what,
1d4. Okay, cool. Just for future reference.
that's your mark, Helig.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay, Dane Cook.
Oh god, he's a terrible comedian.
Alright, so I'm gonna move up.
Okay.
3. Give me 1 second. 4. And then 5. I am going to tell Shukin, with one of my free actions, or just my free action, that there is no extra hallway. Like, this side is completely empty.
Free actions you have unlimited of.
Yeah.
They're free.
Okay.
And... Oops. Just back
Or
that
Rome
up
also
again.
hears this, but I don't hear it.
Yeah. I'll wait. Can I use a free action out of turn?
Yes, you can.
I'll echo it, just
Okay.
because I'm a good squad mate and I know to echo commands down the column.
All right. Yeah, so you guys can talk within 3 squares as much as you want out of turn.
Yeah.
That matters.
And then that is it. There's not much else I could do.
Okay.
Krebs' turn.
Okay. You see this guy straight across that pit of green goop put something in his sling and start swinging it around. And Arome, what is your AC?
AC's 15.
Make sure you add the -2.
Oh, thank you. Okay. He strikes you square in the chest with one of the rocks and causes 8 damage to you.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
And you are now immobilized until your next turn. It bursted. It appears it wasn't actually a rock. It bursted with some sort of
Oh no, not these
goop.
stupid cobalt eggs.
Let me
Whoops.
Oh, that
Grab
scared me.
set the rule on immobilized real quick.
I think it's just no movement, correct?
Um,
On his next turn, or until the effect is gone.
Okay, I'm using my next minor action to slide this motherfucker into that green goop.
Just looks like water.
Watch me do that, and you've rolled him into radioactive goop. He now turns into a super kobold, and he's like 10 feet tall.
He's just like one of the what do you call?
All right, you
It's like
cannot move
giant-
your next turn, Arome.
Okay.
That's what it is.
He's a Fallout 3 super mutant.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
So
behemoth.
that's how they happened.
What can you see up north of you? Was that you that called out the second kobold up there?
No, that was me. I can see just
Oh.
like the barely, just the nose of that second kobold there.
Okay, so Eliag, if you're looking that direction, you see him also put a shot into his sling and hurl it down at Arome, striking him again right in the chest, causing another 8 damage.
Oh my god, dude.
Well, didn't you say there was a portcullis there? Is there something blocking him, or is he
Yeah.
just completely exposed?
Plus, he's shooting right past his buddy there.
Shooting past
Yeah.
his buddy and the...
Yeah, you can shoot past buddies.
Okay.
It's just shooting past enemies is what you can't do. You also can't move past them. And as far as the portcullis, he just fired right through it, in the same way that you did.
Okay.
All right, so that moves us on. Well, no, that still moves on to me. Actually, yeah. Okay, that moves us on to Shukin.
Kill him!
Okay, what's the rule here about moving around corners? Are you able to move diagonally around the corner?
Yeah, you can move diagonally. That's fine.
Okay. Give me a second. I
What's
just
the rule about
need to-
jumping? Like, can you jump across that green cube?
Absolutely.
That would be.
Probably need to do it
athletics check,
next.
Again,
Yeah, that
athletics
would be an acrobatics check.
One,
It depends on how you want to jump across. It'd be either athletics or acrobatics.
5. Alright, I'm going to use Hunter's Quarry and designate the guy right in front of me as my quarry.
Okay.
So
Oh,
that
yeah,
gives
you're
me
a
extra
s-
damage
You're
against
a
him.
sword ranger.
And then I'm going to use Twin Strike on this guy.
Okay.
So
Like a Shrek.
I've never used Twin Strike before, so I'm just gonna... So how do I roll this? I do one attack roll, right? Or do
Uh, I'm not certain. I don't know what the. Are you able to link it? Again, the way Austin does.
hold on.
Yeah, how do you guys do that?
Just
I have
look up
print
print screen. It'll change your life. It's so nice. All you do is press print screen, and you can like designate an area, and as soon as you designate the area, you click the little button, and it just creates a little link for you. Just click the button, copy, and then boom. You don't have to go to Imgur. You don't have to create a paint file or anything like that.
Yeah. So you either shoot twice, or you use your main hand and your offhand. So yeah, you attack twice.
Alright. Alright, so it's 2 attack rolls then?
Nice, dude.
Oh, that is a really good attack.
Oh yeah, is it twin strikes?
Yeah.
Yeah, twin
That
strikes
first
is
one
really
just
good.
cuts through his leather armor.
Oh
Okay,
shit,
I'll
dude.
do the damage on that. This one's with my main hands, my better sword.
Wow, dude, that's a serious striker right there. Nice job on the adjustment.
20. Whoops. Give me a second. I have to look at something quick.
I just want to point out that roll right there beats my 24 roll, which was a bunch of modifiers, extra modifiers, and my encounter spell.
6.
So that's
Yeah, I don't know what it is being rolling dice that I always get low rolls.
just RNG, man.
I gotta work out, man. I gotta work out my dice rolling.
For whatever reason, whenever I DM, I hardly ever get low rolls. I don't understand why. And so sometimes it'd be nice, but a lot of times it's just, yeah, like just throwing out shitloads of damage or something.
Yeah, you do throw out a shitload of damage.
Okay, that's my first attack.
Okay. Wow. Holy shit, man. As you strike him, he becomes obviously bloodied and lets out a loud yell. And Elliot, you understand that he yells, help! And as he does so, you can hear chattering coming from behind him.
I want to tell Shukin or wait, is this? No, he's 4 squares away.
You're,
Isn't
yeah,
wait till
too
you
far away.
he? I want to tell Orem that Kobold just shouted for help, and I want to tell him to pass it on to Shukin there.
Okay, I do the same. I pass it on to Shukin that the kobold just asked for just called for help.
Okay. I like
Okay.
the little chain of talking.
Okay, so 1d6 plus 1, and then plus 1 because of the thing I have. And here's my second. Not as powerful.
Yep, you again just slice through his armor. And that's 4
Oh wait, that's an. Oh wait, that wasn't an attack roll. That was a damage roll, wasn't it?
Oh, wait a minute. Which one?
Yeah, that was. I didn't roll my second attack roll. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you rolled a 4 and sliced through his armor, he can't have that strong of armor.
No, I read the 15 again.
Hmm.
As the...
Okay.
I don't know why I always misread, like, the rolls. Okay, that's your roll. You slice through his armor again. And now give me a damage roll.
Stab him in the liver. Real talk though, like getting wounded in the stomach, it's like one of the worst ways to go.
Okay. There we go.
Orem's always
Yeah, the
getting
stomach
fucked
is
up,
the
dude.
painful place to be shot, followed by the knees.
Haji, you're always getting fucked up in this.
Yeah, seriously. Do we have a healer at all tonight?
Dane.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we have a person in every position tonight, so this is a full, like, proper group.
I'm not the best healer, but I have some healing capability.
Yeah, he's.
And of
Yeah,
course,
like-
you can use second win. Or am I?
A second wind is once per encounter, and that's a minor action, right?
Once per encounter, I want to say standard.
Okay.
Is that the end of you there, Shukin?
Yeah.
That's going to roll us on to Eliak. Well, just a second.
Sorry about that. Give me a second here to think about this. So this is like a porthole, kind of like, you get those towers in Arma that have that little slit through them.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like
Second
that.
wind's a standard action. Yeah, it's just like a... It's almost like a jail. Like an old-time
Yeah.
wall.
Portcullis is like those gates that you see on like castles where it looks like a crosshatch, just like a bunch of squares.
Now I want to use my minor action to kind of duck below the porthole, but I want to keep my spear kind of balanced up in the porthole so I can do an attack against them, but I can remain below the porthole, if that makes sense. You know, kind of like blind firing when you're undercover, type of deal.
There's no real cover. There's not a porthole. It's just like bars that go from ceiling to floor.
Yeah, let me grab a picture for you.
Yeah, it's not an actual, like, it's not even like a crossing portcullis like what you're talking about, Dane. It's just the bars.
Oh, it's just the down.
Yeah, it just looks like an old sort of jail cell.
Oh yeah,
like a 19
you're literally looking like an
does
old
it
West jail
still
cell.
does it still count as one square? I'm confused by how this thing works really, and it's gonna
You'd be
affect.
squeezing, which means you'd take a what's it called? You'd take a hit to your attack rolls, and you would yield combat advantage to them.
Okay, well
It's going to take up the whole square if you want to attack, in that to get up to it and attack, you'd have to be so pinned up there that you're not really going to be able to do much, and he's also standing a square away. So unless you have the range to hit him through it, you're not going to be able to hit
and
him.
a spear doesn't have any extra range, does it?
No.
Son of a bitch, I did not realize this, but I already moved. Actually, I only moved. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you could still move off to the side and get out of the way.
Yeah, I could actually, and I'm going to do that.
You could try and destroy it. You could do any number of things. It's up to you.
What would that be? A strength check?
Mm-hmm. It'd be a standard action.
I really, really don't want to risk those 2 attacks.
That's right. Hey, wait, since Eliak moved up there and I could see that further back individual, would I be able to attack him since I know where he is with a magic attack?
You can attack him, but you would be doing it, I want to say it's called blindly, which means that you would have it take a significant,
Hit to my attack roll?
yeah, basically.
I'm going to minor unjam that crossbow.
Okay.
And then that's going to be the, oh no, let me position my guy here. That's going to be the end for me.
Okay. That passes on to Orome.
Alright, so I am going to use... Let's see.
Yeah, blindly, you can't even attack. So.
Oh, he
Okay.
can't move either. Ooh.
Oh shit, that's right, I can't. Can I do a saving throw on my immobilization?
No, it is not a save ends.
Damn it, okay.
You can make.
I'm gonna
probably
die
make a
next
40.
turn, probably, if someone.
Hold up. You can probably make a fortitude check against it. Couldn't you, Kermit?
Once you're immobilized, the only way is to just wait till the next turn, and the effect will wear off.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I remember
unfortunately,
last time
there's
with these stinky eggs or whatever they are, you did a fortitude
no-
check.
But
on
those were only reducing his attacks by 2.
it. Okay.
And it
Yeah.
was a save ends effect. So at the beginning of every turn, he would get to try and save against it. And he did it, and then it went away.
Alright, well then.
Yeah, there's no way to get out of an immobilized effect. You just have to wait it out.
I'm gonna use my minor action, which is a changeling trick. You make a bluff check opposed by the target's passive insight. If your check succeeds, you gain combat advantage against the target until the end of your next turn. So I'm gonna roll out d20.
Okay.
With my bluff.
Insight is affected by what? Wisdom.
Wisdom.
It's the passive insight, yeah.
Yeah, the creature's profiles are a little different, so I have to do things a little stranger this way.
Oh, okay,
Hey, Red,
yeah.
are you gonna be free tomorrow?
You definitely succeed.
Okay, so I gain a combat advantage against this individual until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And then after that, I am going to use... let's go Shadow Claws, since I don't have a whole lot of attacks, which sucks. Yeah, I've got Shadow Claws, which is, again, just... What the hell? Okay. 1d20 plus 4.
Connected.
And that's versus his.
Fortitude.
That strikes him very firmly.
Channel
Okay.
switched.
Shadow Claws. And that's my attack roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that doesn't matter. I keep forgetting that I have a +1 to any opponent that doesn't have an enemy next to him. Okay. Let me roll for damage then. Sorry, I'm being slow tonight. 1d10. Whoops, sorry. 1d10 plus 4.
Channel switched. User joined your channel.
Hey guys in Skype, I'm gonna be
Okay.
talking for just a sec. Hey Dragon, are you free tomorrow evening for my PSU coming in?
Yeah, sure.
At the bottom of your Skype, Austin, you can just hit the mute button.
I can. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm in Skype.
Okay, so that's the damage that I do.
Yeah, I'm expecting to get my
It
PSU
also has
probably
the
about
effect that
2,
if he
3
moves
o'clock
during his next
Pacific
turn,
time, so
it's going to take 5 cold
like 5
damage.
o'clock your time.
Okay. He is also now noticeably bloodied. So.
Well, I get off of work
Okay.
at 5.
And then I
and
don't
then
have a move action
it takes me
because
about an hour to get home.
You get off at 5? You said?
Yeah, I usually get off around 5.
Okay, so that's perfect timing. As for the power cord for the front of the case, Rebel kind of told me what you said in Google Chat. So I've got it's a 2-pin, and I've got an arrow on one side, kind of pointing to. Let me check here. One second, I gotta talk to these guys in Skype.
So,
Sorry guys, I'll just be a sec.
Yeah, I just called him back.
for my minor action,
So this
I'm going to use Inspiring Word. This is
power
heal
cable. Let me turn the lights on here.
Arome.
Jesus.
That heals him for 16.
Sorry about the wait, Dragon.
6 additional health points.
Okay.
do I spend a healing surge or no?
I just gotta get into this computer here.
No.
Okay.
Actually, no. You can. Sorry about that. You can spend
Okay.
a healing surge and regain.
So what I see here is on my motherboard,
Sorry, I misread that.
I've got
So it's a healing surge plus 1d6 then.
I got the
Yes.
the front power and reset button, and then I've got it has two prong cables on it. And Rebel was telling me that you gotta make sure that like they're on the right positive
So
negative.
that's my minor action. For my
How do
move,
I tell which one's positive and which ones are like negative? I see an arrow on one prong,
3,
like one of the prongs that's it's just a little triangle.
4,
Would that be positive or negative?
and then.
Okay, because when I look into it, I see a little X mark on one of the pins. Is that going to be positive?
Yeah.
You've cast a little light on the situation.
Can you get any louder? I can barely hear you. Plus, so that'd be positive. So I put the arrow on the positive pin.
I'm gonna use a free action to tell Shukin
Man, I really
that I
can't.
see 2 additional.
I really can't hear over
down
Skype.
this hallway.
One sec, let me figure this out.
With both of them look like they're armed with spears. Basically, look like the same type of character as the guy in front of us.
Gotcha.
Jesus.
Feel free to pass that along if you want.
How How do I mute this?
I tell Orome that there's two guys with spears, in this tunnel in front of me.
Okay. I tell him I'm gonna finish up with these bastards behind the portcullis, and then I'll join them in a merry thrashing.
Hey guys, I'll be
tell,
right back in the call in a sec, okay? Call me back in a second, Andy.
Alright.
Okay, sorry about that. I just dealing with Skype and TeamSpeak at the same time. Yeah, so I see the plus on the power, and I'm gonna put the arrow onto the plus.
Yes.
Okay, and then it should the
Well-
power and reset should be opposite of each other, kind of.
Let me ask you another question. Is the wire on the plug with the arrow, is that red or is that black?
It's orange.
It's orange. What's the other wire? What color is it?
It's white.
Orange and white.
So the reset is blue and white, and then the power is orange and white.
Okay. Usually, white is neutral.
Okay, so that's gonna be negative or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it says plus PW minus, so that would be left prong is positive. Okay, so I got this right. And then
Okay.
I didn't have it right the first time though, so good thing Rebel told me. And then the HD audio, is that just gonna go in my F_audio?
That really depends on the case.
I don't know what the audio exactly is. 1 second, my Skype's going off. It might be my turn here. Okay, anyways, I guess we can just cover this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to make these guys waiting for me. Yeah, but that'd be super if you could help me out tomorrow evening with my power supply.
Yeah, sure.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
No problem.
Disconnected.
Anyway.
It doesn't
Dude,
matter. Yeah.
with that roll, can
Sorry
we
about
have
that,
his
guys.
bloody corpse slide in front of his buddies over there, just nice and gory right in front of him?
Okay, is it my turn?
He's right in front of his buddies over there.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure they see it.
No, it isn't quite.
Okay.
Orme had something to tell you though, Elliot.
What,
Yeah, so they pointed out that there's some baddies over yonder.
Okay.
I told Shukin and Dane that I would handle these guys first and then meet up with them. You're welcome to do whatever you please.
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult for me because I'm going to have a combat disadvantage if I try to engage these guys. I could break down this wall, but that's going to be my standard action, and I'm just going to be left there, sitting with my dick out. So.
Yeah, agreed.
If
If you want to go up with them to that tunnel and I can try to handle these guys, they're still, they could not move through the rough terrain to get to me.
Okay.
Okay, so Shukin, for dropping your sun rod on the ground to kind of illuminate the rest of the room there, I went ahead and just granted you a DM point. So the guy up top in the hallway, he kind of comes forward and turns sideways and squeezes through that portcullis. And
Remember, that's terrain though, so he's spending 2 every movement.
Doesn't he also take the extra 5 cold damage for moving?
He also takes 5 cold damage because he's currently trapped by shadow claws.
oh, he still has that on. That doesn't wear off after 1 turn?
No, it does not.
Okay.
And then also, wouldn't this adjacent square, and then him moving there, wouldn't that spawn an opportunity attack for me?
Yep, go ahead. As he came down through that corner, you can stab.
Okay, so this is interesting. This is where my character prevails. Okay, opportunity attack. Enemy adjacent. Okay, after triggering an enemy completes action, you shift a number of squares equal to your dexterity modifier plus 2. Let me end the shift closer to okay, and then make the following attack. Okay, so this is gonna be 2 attacks here. Oh wait. So the combat agility, I get an attack from. Would I be able to use that and then like my standard opportunity attack, or is it just gonna be one or the other?
You just get one or the other. Just
Okay, one or the other. Gotcha. What is 1W?
One weapon.
One weapon.
Why is that not automatically included? Oh, it is. Okay, my bad. Excuse me.
So yeah, your weapon is just gonna be 1d10 plus your proficiency.
So I get to shift out of his way on an opportunity attack. And then I'm doing a +6 versus AC here. So that would be 2.8 plus 6.
Or 1d20 rather.
Okay, that's a 10.
Your weapon is a 1d8.
Is it 1d8? Oh, wait, it is?
It doesn't matter for this though.
That's your damage. Yeah. For this one, you'll just do.
Oh, that's gonna be
1d20 plus
yeah. But I'm rolling to see if I hit him, or do I have to roll to see if I hit him on an opportunity, or is it just direct damage?
Yeah, you see if you hit him, and your spear just scrapes off his armor.
Okay, well at least I got it out of the way.
Going to use the rest of his movement to turn him back as you shift, and he goes ahead and takes his spear and. Actually, yeah, okay. Actually, no. I take back. He's going to take his minor action and shift a square over. And then he'll take his spear and jab at you from the side. And as he does so, as he goes to jab at you, he loses balance and falls into the goop.
Thank you.
Get stabbed.
Sucks to suck. This guy just can't catch a break.
As he falls into the goop, he you can see him. The goop isn't incredibly thick, so he goes past and hits the floor. And as he does so, he just. I always click the wrong button. He just kind of goes limp.
What's up, World Star? World Star boys.
World Star.
That's a great way for an enemy to die. That's great.
All right, that passes on to Shukin.
I'm gonna use my minor action or my free action side to tell Elliot that at the end of this, he's gonna be the one fishing that guy out with his spear. So I want to loot him. I'm not passing up gold.
Alright, before I move, I tell Elliot to pick up my torch before he moves off of that square if he can.
Okay.
Just so that it's not lost. And then I'll start moving. How far up on this hallway are they?
Dan, that's up to you.
How do you ping again?
What?
You just hold down, like you just click and hold down.
Okay.
Right there, and right there. That's where I last saw them. I don't have eyes on anymore.
Alright. 1. Oh god. 2. How does sliding work again? I can't do that right now, right?
How does what work?
Sliding?
Shifting? No, it takes your whole move action to shift. So you'd have to sacrifice your standard action to shift.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Fuck it, I'll do that. I'll move here.
Okay, so as you move there then... Oh, did you sacrifice your standard action to do that?
No.
Okay, so as you move there then you provoke an opportunity attack from the first guy. And he stabs you with his spear, and it just goes right behind you as you shift by.
Okay. Now I'm going to designate this guy in the corner as my quarry.
Okay.
That's my minor action, and then I'm going to use Twin Strike against both of these guys. So I'm going to use my bastard sword on that guy and my short sword on the other guy.
Alright.
God, badass over here.
Oh yeah, you can't target two creatures. Look at that. Damn.
Yeah, dude, Twin Strike is really, really good.
Yeah, with his twin strike
Yeah.
target too.
I almost
my
debated
God.
making this entire build off the Twin Strike, because Barbarian can also get Twin Strike.
I have a question about running attack. It says +1 to attack rolls after moving 2+ squares with standard action attack allowing movement. What does that mean exactly?
When using two, that's in Twin Strike.
No, it's a feature like class / other features.
Read it one more time.
You want me to just type it out?
Yeah, or just link it. It doesn't matter.
I typed it in the Skype.
Okay, so it's just after moving. So you move 2 plus squares, so you get the +1 to attack roll.
Okay. Would that be for both attacks then?
Yeah.
Also, by the
Oh, no,
way,
no, I'm sorry. Never mind, Austin, or, yeah, whatever your character's name is. I'm in Skype. That is, like, some attacks allow you to move first and then attack as part of the attack. You gain a plus roll to attack rolls on those kinds of attacks.
Okay.
But not on this one.
So just pay the regular attack then.
Correct.
So here we go.
Yeah, that you just stab him right in the fucking chest.
hey guys.
Yeah.
I totally forgot I had a class feature. Any ally that can see or hear me within 10 tiles gains +2 initiative, just for funsies.
Well, we won't have this time, but
Yeah. I just saw that.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah. Combat leader. I like that.
Initiative is really useful. I like the initiative a lot.
Kind of a lame roll, but I'll take it.
let's do the damage, and that is on the guy with your hunter score.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I will attack the other guy. Yeah, I'm guessing that missed.
That did. That did not go through his armor.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay, and that passes us on to Elik.
Okay, is it gonna be a minor action to pick up that sunrod? Or can I just pick it up?
You just pick it up.
Is it gonna take up my offhand?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not picking that shit up then. If it's gonna take my offhand.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
You
some
can-
way to see the dude.
Can I like tuck it away in my pocket or something?
Oh, I tell
Ye-
Bane that this hallway is a dead end. We can't go anywhere. Like it just ends, or appears to anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that if you want to actually like pick it up and like do something with it, that's gonna be a minor action. Because just to like grab it as you walk past is not gonna be anything. But
Okay,
like, you want to tuck it into your belt or something, that's gonna be a minor.
we're gonna leave it there for now. Now this this area here is gonna affect me, correct? Whatever effect that is.
Correct. Unless his attack says only affecting enemies.
Let me check real quick. Shadow tentacles. Burst also creates. Actually, at the end of my last turn, that one disappeared. So
So that's gone.
it's now no longer difficult terrain, and the only obstacle is
Okay, I'm gonna make
that
one
bitch.
move here. I'm gonna try to bend these bars.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check. This will be a standard action. Just heads up.
Copy that.
On the short
Oh,
speed.
yeah, I got you. I'll hit
Oops.
this guy if he tries anything.
That's not my strength check there. This would be 1d20.
I'll hit him
plus
anyways.
15.
Actually, I don't like them.
Okay, so you grab them and pull, and they seemingly do nothing. And then at the last moment, they just kind of they give way, and you force them up. And the battle is
Ah, fucking badass.
Eliak!
I'm combat.
Yeah, and the portcullis goes up.
Okay, and then I'm gonna
And
move.
as you force the portcullis up, you notice that switch at the end of the hallway, in front of that other guy, kind of shifts directions.
Okay, and then so I moved one there. That'd be one. I made 3, 4. Okay, so I go 1, 2,
Oh.
How am I able to see over there?
3.
Elliot has a light on him.
Okay.
You can see wherever his light is. However, in this case, like I can't limit what you can and can't see with the light like that, so your character would not know what's going on.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then let me just think if I can do anything minor action here. Can I use my minor action to grab him? Or can I use my minor action like grab his weapon?
You just like snatch for his weapon real quick.
Yeah, I make for a snatch.
How do you want? Like, do you want to just like quickly take it from him, or do you want to just like kind of force it out of his hand?
Let's see here. I want to kind of just force it out of his hand.
All right, give me another strength check.
Okay. Can I make an athletics check on that? It's up to you.
No, strength. That's gonna be more strength. Than the
Okay. It's a 7.
As he's just about to release it, he yanks it back away from you.
Okay. That's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay, and that moves us on to Orme.
All right. 1. I'm still within reach of Dane, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to use a free action to tell Dane there's a stairway ahead, and this, I'm going to go help Eliak. 2, another free action to pick up that sunrod and move it with me. It's going to be in my offhand. Would that give me a combat with any, like, disadvantage to have something in my offhand?
No. As long
Okay,
as long as you don't need both hands, then no.
yeah, all of these just take the orb, and I point at a chip. All right, 3. I'll move right there, carrying the sunrod with me.
Okay.
And I'm going to use. Let's just go.
My character is not gonna do well in this area. He's all about like open areas.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do is. Yeah, I'm going to use my
Not right now.
metas, so that's going to be 1d20 plus against his will.
Okay, good.
I love mages, man.
And because of Shadow Twist, since he doesn't have any ally next to him, I'm going to get a +1 to that. So it's +4 due to my charisma and +1 because of Shadow Twist.
Just roll it. Let's kill him. Oh man. But it's against will, so that could actually still hit him.
He just kind of shakes it off. No effect.
Okay. The portcullis was right here, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. And it was raised up above like just pushed all the way up and locked up.
Okay. Yeah. 3, 4. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to get me on the other side of that portcullis. If he decides to switch it back down. And let's see if I've got any more minor actions. I've got no minor actions, so that's it.
Okay.
End my turn.
And Dane.
Shukin, do you need any help over there?
Maybe.
Is that a yes or a no?
Sure, it couldn't hurt.
We're doing alright over here.
Alright.
No, you can't hear me.
What'd you say?
So I'm moving right in front of this dude.
Okay.
And then I am going to use... I'm going to use Intuitive Strike. So then it is Strength versus Will. So for me, yep.
We've got strength versus will attacks? That's really nice.
Yeah, it's because it's a hybrid class.
Oh, you made a hybrid class. With what?
The Warlord?
Oh, well, that's not... Oh, wait, so you did Warlord Marshal with Warlord?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Huh.
Well, the reason why I picked this attack was because of its bonus.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody who attacks the same enemy that I attack gets a +2 power bonus to their attack roll.
Oh, wow.
So, it's literally just a straight D20 for me because I don't get a bonus.
That does not even almost affect them,
Alright. Even against their will?
even against their will.
Okay.
Some willful motherfuckers.
Alright, so then that's my move, standard. I still have a minor. For my minor action, can I attempt to shield bash him? Not do like any physical harm, but just to perhaps push him back or stun him or knock him on the ground.
Just kind of throw your weight at him behind your shield.
Yeah, it's kind of just like trying to tackle him. It's not really tackle, but you know, give him a good hit.
Yeah, give me a strength.
Please don't roll one. Gonna
Which
break
one
your
is that?
shield or gonna break your arm.
Yeah, every kind of check is always a d20 plus some
Okay.
sort of modifier. Let's see. So okay, as you go to as you put your weight into him, he just kind of shoves you back into place.
Okay. I tried.
Dude, I get really nervous with the minor actions. Like when I went to grab for his weapon, I thought it was gonna like stab me in the face if I failed.
Yeah, if you go really, really low, like maybe rolling a -1.
I can't believe you rolled a -1.
That's really sad. Okay, so this
I'm not a stealthy dwarf, okay?
this guy up ahead of you, Eliak and Orme in the hallway, he kind of just leans forward and kicks the switch on the ground, slamming the portcullis.
I knew it, dude. I knew it.
Yeah,
Oh, no, you're trapped.
that's why I moved back.
But I don't know that.
Does it make it like an echo or something? Well,
Yeah,
that's-
you guys can hear like a loud slam, kind of echo through this room.
So I say to Shukin, hey, I think they're trapped.
And then he takes his sling and just drops it on the ground and lunges at you, Elliot. So can you give me oh man, don't even bother with an athletics check. As he slams into you, he hurls you backwards into Orme. And can I get an athletics check from Orme?
So is this
All
really
bad
good,
shit
or is this
always
really?
happens to you.
What the fuck?
You have no athletics modifier whatsoever?
No, I.
Dude, he's a
I don't have much
mage.
strength.
Yeah. Okay,
No,
so
I'm not a fat warlock. I'm a skinny ass warlock, and I like to read books.
So as Eliak slams into you, you hurl backwards and kind of just pound into the portcullis, and you take 1 damage.
Oh, thank God. Whew.
And then the kobold just kind of hisses at you, Eliak.
I want to give him a little hiss back.
Grab it.
Yeah.
Did I shoot you in Arma at all?
Me?
Yet?
No.
Yeah.
I don't choose you. Just somehow it always works out that you're in the position that I want to attack.
Yeah, I know.
I do not understand it. Okay, so
Honestly, it makes for a good challenge. I love these fucking games.
so Dane, the guy in front of you, after you shield bashed him, he's gonna to reach forward and grab at your shield.
Fuck.
Can I go ahead and get a dexterity check from you?
Ah, god damn it. 1 second. Alright.
Karma's getting tricky with these minor actions, man.
Oh, get shit on, son, please.
Okay. As he reaches for that shield, you just kind of yank it and push him back away.
Oh.
And so he goes ahead and jabs at you with his spear.
Jesus.
What's your AC?
My AC is 17.
Okay. And he strikes you right on with his spear.
Wow, that must have been a roll, dude.
It's a hardy roll.
And hits you for 7. I'm sorry. Yeah, 7 damage.
These kobolds, dude. There's.
Alright.
How we can do one once? Oh my god,
They're
dude.
shifty little fuckers.
Shukin, the guy in front of you, he just takes his spear and lunges it at you. And as he does so, he just hits the wall with his spear, breaking it, and falls to the ground.
He falls to the ground.
So we get like the 2 actually trained guys, and this is like the one guy who's like the just couldn't quite make it soldier, but they had to put him out there anyway.
Hold up, guys. I'm about to link you. I'm
He's
about
the
to link you guys a
line-up guy,
video.
Like, oh shit, dude, we need everybody on deck for this battle.
And Shukin, that rolls over to you. So you now gain combat advantage over the guy in front of you.
We
Okay,
have combat advantage on the guy in front of me as well.
everybody watch that video, and this is what just happened. It's only 40 seconds long. This just happened to that spear guy.
Oh, yeah.
So, I guess I'll use transfer again. Might as well.
Okay.
So I'll lunge at the guy ahead of me.
All right.
Okay, with my bastard sword. Combat advantage. That's +2, right?
Yes, +2 that. Yeah, you just.
So close to getting a critical strike.
God, you're wrecking shop today.
Dude, he's good at making striker classes.
You guys will need a good striker soon, so.
Oh.
12 damage to him.
Nice. He becomes just horribly and obviously bloodied.
And I'll go ahead and swing at the other guy with my short sword.
And just be clear, that guy you did swing at a second ago, as I said a minute ago, when he struck the wall, he broke his spear.
Remember, you also get a +2 to your attack on this guy because of my intuitive strike.
Okay, yeah, you would have also gotten a +2 because you're on his side, but it's just 1 +2.
Alright, so
Yeah, you nail him as well.
Wow, dude.
and 4 damage.
Okay.
Like the broken spear, is it like sitting by my feet?
Yeah, it's just right down the ground next to you.
Can I pick it up and throw it at him?
Yeah, alright. Are you throwing at him with the intent to harm him, or just kind of like chuck the broken pieces at him?
I'm just trying to chuck it at him. You know?
Alright, so it just kind of bounces off his face as you chuck it at him, because he's on the ground as well.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, that moves on to Elliot.
Okay. Let's see here. Man, if only Orem was a warrior of some sorts. Okay.
Well, I mean, I can hit him with magic and do some damage.
No. Basically, I can shift this guy into my position. And if you're a warrior, we could just kind of like sandwich him there. But I don't want to. I don't want you getting hit. Let's see. I'm gonna be this.
Good plan.
+6 versus AC here.
Okay.
Jesus, man.
You do not. It just hardly touches his armor even.
Okay. Go ahead and put that mark on him there.
Okay.
And my miner, I want to flick that switch back off.
Okay. So as you hit the switch, you hear a creaking sound behind you as the portcullis raises back up,
Okay.
which also echoes sort of through the cavern. But it's
Oh, look, I
significantly
think
quiet.
they're safe now.
Okay. Whose turn's after mine?
Me.
Yeah. Orbe.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Orme. I'm gonna move past him, and I want him to follow me on his turn.
Are you shifting or moving?
Oh, good point. Good point. You know, I'm gonna stay right here. This me and this dude right here. Oh, he's in that little weapon. Oh no, it looks like he's got a little knife there. Yeah, that's the end
Yeah,
of
you
my
got a
turn.
little knife.
Is it your turn, Orbe?
Yep. All right. So let me think. Move minor standard. Move back here. 1, 2. Use the minor action to yell over to Dane and the other guys. Keep one of them as a souvenir if you want, and kind of give off a laugh. Basically, what I mean is, if you can capture one, do it. Since we have a guy who can speak Draconic.
Cool.
But Dane and I know each other well enough that he kind of got my message. He got what I meant. I'm gonna move back. That takes up.
All right, laddie.
That's gonna
Now
take
you
up.
have to do the voice the whole time.
Yes. So I'm gonna move back. That's gonna take up my speed, and then I'm going to roll. I'm gonna roll that Mind Shadows again.
Oh,
So
dude. I have such a good minor action next turn.
Elliot, you want me to just kill him?
Just kill him, dude.
Okay. And that's against his will.
Okay, yeah, you. I still don't know what will. You grab him by the will. I don't know what it does. Like.
No, I'm actually going to do psychic damage on this one. So when I use a will attack, I'm actually going to destroy his brain.
All right.
You're mind melting him.
Hard. And he just.
So I will do 8 damage, and the target cannot see any of my allies who are 3 or more squares away from it. So if Dane or Shukin ever come up to him, he won't be able to see them.
Okay, and is that a permanent effect, or is that save ends, or what?
Permanent. Oh no, sorry. Until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
That's a cool ability. Is that a at will?
Yeah, it's an at will standard.
That's very cool.
So I could use that to attack like range to open up a fight and let you guys get the jump on some people.
That's very cool. I like that.
Do you have more to do, or is that the end of your turn?
Move, miners yelling, and I'm done. Yep.
Okay, Dane.
All right. I'm just gonna tell Shukin keep the bloodied guy alive with the maniacal laugh, but not really.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
And we'll just gang up on this other son of a bitch. All right. For a minor action, can I use my shield to like sort of leg sweep him? would that be a standard action?
That's going to become a standard action. That's getting pretty intricate.
All right, fine. Then I'm gonna use my shield again just to bash the guy.
All right, just
Like,
to kind of knock him.
Just
All
to
right.
like, yeah, just to knock him around.
Give me a strength check again.
Yep. God damn it.
Okay. As you do so, he just knocks you back into your place again.
Ah, fucking hell. All right, I'm just gonna kill this son of a bitch. All right. Then for my standard action, I'm gonna use rousing assault,
Okay.
which is strength versus AC. So let me see. Get the +5. There you go.
That's a good roll.
You just nail him.
All right. Let me get my damage. Then he takes 8 damage.
Okay. Oh. All right, and he just barely starts to become bloodied.
Okay. And then for my last minor action, I am going to... Can I take out the rope from my adventurer's kit
Yeah.
with a minor action?
Yeah, you can go ahead and pull it on out.
All right, cool. So I'm just gonna
Wait, you get
pull it
2
on
minor
out.
actions?
Well, I'm sacrificing my move action.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Shit.
Yeah, you
So I'm
can
gonna
always
take out my
sacrifice.
rope, but I'm gonna put it on the square, if it's okay. That's right next to me and right behind Shiken, so it's out of range.
So you just drop your rope there?
Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna put it on the square behind me.
All right, so you just kind of pull it out and toss it behind you then.
Yeah, just so that he doesn't have the guy can't use it against me.
That's fair.
Sorry, AFK for a second. I'm back.
Is that the end of you, Dane?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, back to the guy just above you, Elik and Orome. Alright, so once again, he just, he goes ahead and kicks that switch. Portcullis slams closed behind you. And then he, bends down and grabs the switch and just hurls himself backwards. And he snaps the switch off at the ground.
Ooh.
Bastard.
That's gotta be a standard action right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then he sort of snarls at you and says something that you understand, Elliot. He just says, you'll die. And that's it.
We'll see
To-
about that one.
The guy right above you, Shukin, he, since he's on the ground, he just kind of like looks up at you and says something quietly that you don't understand and covers his head with his hands. And the other one in front of you, Dane, he turns around and snarls at the one on the ground and then goes to lunge at you with his spear. And as he does so, he strikes you, causing 9 damage. I'm sorry, 8 damage. 8 damage.
These boys hit hard.
Well, it's just this one fucker that hits hard. He got the fucking pussy in the back who's just crying. And then that super champ man over here is
And
kicking
then
my
passes
ass.
back onto Shukin.
I
Help
will
me out, please.
slide there,
Alright.
and then I'll use my minor action to designate that guy as my quarry,
Okay.
and then I'll use
If I'm not mistaken, that pulls your quarry off the other target.
yes.
Alright.
And I'll use, I guess, twin strike again as well.
Okay. Are you hurling him with both blades?
Yep.
Okay.
So I get 2+2s now because he's being flanked, and I've got the +2 from. Right.
You only get 1 combat advantage, so you
Okay.
just take the one that... Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Well, go ahead and I'm going to check and make sure that is correct, but go ahead and keep going with your turn.
That's a really bad roll.
Yeah.
Is that against his AC?
Yes.
Yeah, I just scraped off his armor.
Alright, I'll roll the second one.
Should set up a macro for that. Oh.
I would just be rolling 2.
You definitely strike him.
Please kill this guy.
Jeez. Kermit, you're going away on that mechanical keyboard.
Sorry.
It's all good.
6 plus 1 plus 1.
I need to get another mechanical keyboard. I was having so many problems yesterday with Skype audio. Did you hear that, Kermit, in the video?
It's 5 damage.
It sounded a little goofy, but that's all I know. Alright. He takes 5 damage.
Oh, dude, it was so bad. I had a hard time hearing almost anybody. So much better
That's the
today.
end of my turn.
Okay, Elliot.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to intimidate this guy by saying,
I'm gonna cut your dick off and feed it to you raw.
Give me an intimidation check.
"Hey, intimidation."
I've been waiting to use that one.
Okay, that's gonna be.
Did you use a soundboard or like just a regular voice changer?
It's a voice changer. It comes built in with my Logitech headset.
Oh, that's cool.
You have like a G20?
There's. I forget what model it is.
I forgot what Logitech's up to nowadays.
It's like.
As you say that, he kind of just like puts his hands up and says, we have to kill you, and that's it. He looks considerably frightened by putting. I mean, he kind of blocks like his face from you as you say it.
Okay. I want to try to. I want to try to reason with him here. I want to try to tell him if he surrenders and works with us, we'll spare his life.
He says you'll never defeat Master.
I want to ask him who his master is.
He just snarls back at you. That's it.
Oh, is that how it's gonna be?
This is awesome.
I'm gonna go ahead and this guy's seen his days. Alright. I'm not still in the demon voice, am I?
No.
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you are in the demon voice.
Ooh, that's it versus AC there.
Yeah, you strike him right on. And don't forget he is also marked by you. I don't remember what you're marked.
It does it. I get no bonus from my mark. It's only when he attacks or shifts. Gets me 1d8.
I heard when he attacks or shits.
That's right, boy.
Well, he just shit, so.
Alright, so you do 9.
Doug.
And he becomes bloodied.
And then I'm gonna use my so that switch is totally snapped off.
Yeah, all the way down to the ground.
Okay.
You could probably stab your spear in it if you wanted to. And
If you know what would happen if I roll a 1 on that, bad things.
Probably stab yourself in the foot.
Yeah. Or get my spear stuck in the ground or something, and I'm just defenseless.
yeah, fine.
I want to try to push him.
Same could use.
I want to use my minor action to push him.
Alright, go ahead.
Keep
and
in
use
mind
strength.
he's intimidated right now.
Mhm.
So this would be
I don't know how much that's going to affect his strength, but I got you.
ooh, big money.
Yeah, you just shove him backwards in the square behind him.
Now is that gonna spark an opportunity attack?
No, because
Okay.
you basically shifted him.
Okay, that's just a shift. All right. That's gonna be the end of my turn there.
Okay.
All right, Orme.
Nice. So again, I'm going to roll Mind Shadows. With his will, since he's intimidated, does his will drop at all?
No, and his intimidation is basically over at this point.
Oh, okay, cool. There we go.
All right, yeah, you
Melt his mind.
or you hit his mind, I guess.
Yeah. And then
Oh, big
12
money.
damage, and I grab a hold of his brain, and what am I doing to it, man?
You're just fucking the shit out of it.
He just kind of rolls his eyes around and then just drops to the floor.
You buddy.
Nice. And
I'm gonna be
then
feeling that in the morning.
I'm going to use my minor action to yell back to the guys, the portcullis is down and the handle's stuck. Might need a barbarian to come lift it again.
Okay.
And then, oops, didn't mean to do that.
You have the
Free action. Oh wait, I have the barbarian.
You didn't hear that from me though.
I'm sure I could lift it, maybe, perhaps.
You're kicking ass, so.
Yeah, which is. And then I'm gonna ask Elliot, you want me to take the stairwell?
Yeah, can you go ahead and push up? I'm gonna have to fiddle around with this gate here.
Yeah, absolutely. So my move action.
Be one.
Can I peek at all? Can I do that with a perception check or something?
Okay, you see how you can kind of see around the corner right now?
Yeah. So basically, what I want to do is I want to peek so that I can see all the way down it without committing to this square.
Give me a stealth check.
Stealth check. Okay. That's a D20.
Yeah.
All checks are d20s. Wow.
As you lean around, you just see the stairs descend a tiny bit more than you see right now. Nothing
Okay.
more.
In the
Commit.
interest of getting everybody back together, you want me to commit? Okay.
That's all right. Let's just hold off here and
Basically,
get everybody
if I
back.
start another combat line, we're going to be doing it without their help.
Yep. So let's just.
All right. So
hold
I'm
off
going to
here.
end my turn here, and I think that pulls us out of combat, right?
No, because the others are still in combat.
Oh, okay.
So you still have to do everything in turn order.
Yep, makes sense.
All right, Dane.
Alrighty. I'm going to use a second wind. That is not a standard action because I'm a dwarf. It's only a minor action.
Okay.
So I heal myself plus
Oh, I love that
6
dwarf second wind.
for surge value, but I also get an additional +2 from rousing assault,
Okay.
which adds a +2 modifier to my heal. So I get +8 back to my health. There we go. So I'm back up to 18.
Okay.
And I am just gonna crush this guy. Like,
Alright.
absolutely crush this guy. So let's do this. Rousing assault, strength versus AC.
So you can critical strike him into the ground again.
That was a d10 that you
Well,
rolled.
that would have been a critical strike, but you rolled a d10.
Well,
Oh, fuck me.
it does make it a +2 from combat advantage.
He does not have combat advantage.
Oh,
We're
alright.
flanking
Sorry
him, aren't we?
about
You are flanking him. He is not.
that. You're
Oh.
flanking him.
Oh, okay. I thought that worked both ways. Okay.
Alright, here we go. Sorry about that. Ah, god damn it.
2 critical strikes.
Just barely scrapes off of his armor.
So no damage.
No damage.
Alright, then can I grab him, throw him against the wall, try and disorient him Would that be a minor action?
That's a little more complex than just.
Wait, can't,
Yeah.
in order, just out of character, in order, does it go minor, move, standard? So you can't sacrifice a move to make a standard. That would not be allowed.
Yeah, you cannot have 2 standard actions unless you sacrifice an action point.
Okay.
And we don't have any.
You all have 1.
Oh, we have 1? Oh.
Yeah, but we don't want to use them yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they only
that's-
refresh after an extended rest, so basically after you go to
Okay.
bed.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be a little bitch. My buddy Shukin over here has got it.
Okay.
I'm gonna back 1.
Yeah, shift away.
I'm gonna shift away, yes.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that's all I can do.
All right. As you shift away, this guy follows. So you want to go ahead and give me an attack of opportunity with combat advantage.
Please kill him.
20 plus.
Hey, so Dane kited him, basically.
Yeah. I'm being a good tank.
Whoops.
Yep. You strike him.
Thank you.
Causing 9 damage, and as you hit him, as he's pursuing Dane, he just drops to the ground, dead.
Aw, man.
All right,
Quick question.
and that breaks you all out of combat.
Okay, out of combat, what I'm gonna do here. Assuming so it was like a lever, correct? It was just like a little lever on the ground controlling that thing, and he broke it off to the ground. Okay, I'm gonna pick up that
There's still,
lever. I'm gonna pick up that lever, and I'm gonna use my hammer and iron spikes to try to reattach it to the ground there. And
okay.
yeah.
All right, so you just go ahead and do that. There's no real roll to.
Yeah,
well,
then we can open it up and we can kind of get back together there.
tell you what, give me.
Green just go black.
Yeah. So I'll just go ahead and say you go ahead and reattach that, and you lose at least 1 spike. And,
I'd say 2 would probably be a
open
good
up
number. It's gonna take
Yeah,
more than
There
one.
was still 1 guy alive, though.
Mm-hmm.
The one guy on the ground who surrendered, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it safe to say that the rope I took out, we just tie him up with it?
If that's what you want to do. I mean, it's not. I'm not going to say it. If you guys want to do that, that's up to you.
Yeah, go ahead and do that, dude. I mean, we got weapons lying all around the place from dead bodies.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna just use that rope, take off his weapons, and tie him up.
Okay.
So if that thing's open again, I'm. Never mind.
I want to I want to interrogate this guy. I want to ask him.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got a
Elliot,
guy who
you,
speaks French, so.
I want to ask him who's his leader.
Okay.
Hold on. I got 2 people going at once. One person. What do you want to do?
Elliot, go ahead.
I want to ask him who his leader is.
He just says that all he says is Master will kill everything.
I want to ask him again, but a little bit more aggressively. Who is
You wanna
his
give me an
leader?
intimidate check?
Yeah. Would be.
Oh wow. He says to you, he's the cold one that commands ice, the dragon.
Can I do a history check to see exactly, to get more information on whatever that means?
Yeah.
To see if
Alright. God damn it.
You know dragons exist.
Fucking hell.
I wanna, I wanna.
An insight check wouldn't help since I'm overhearing this. I can't roll an insight check since I know, like, as a changeling, I know other realms because changelings kind of exist beyond one ethereal plane, so they can kind of they're elsewhere at the same time. Can I roll an insight check to see if I like can tell anything from it, or was that just you rolling too many checks on the same?
No. You're trying to see if you like just have an idea what he's talking about, basically, or
Yeah. So like with that insight, since changelings can exist on different planes or different realms, see if like, oh, an ice dragon or like the cold one, if I like kind of be like, oh shit, that might be this guy. We might be dealing with X.
okay, yeah, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Okay. And insight is.
And I assume you're all gaining this information back from.
Yeah, we're all gathered around this guy. I think.
You're the only one that can understand him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm
basically everything he
relaying.
said.
I'm relaying everything he says.
You have absolutely no idea, Orme. Just none whatsoever.
Okay.
I wanna ask him. What's the name of the cold one?
He just says master.
Could I perhaps try and reason with him to see if he helps us out? To maybe get him to change sides. Use a little bit of diplomacy.
Good cop, bad cop.
I'm going to say you can tell Eliak to reason with him. Because you're not really going to be able to say anything to him yourself.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna
could I
reason with
actually say
him.
and then just use Eliak to communicate what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna reason
like
with him with
an
another intimidate check.
Yeah, you can go ahead and kind of relay it, and he watches as you talk to Eliak. So you can go ahead and give me a
Diplomacy?
diplomacy.
Alright.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially if it's your diplomacy, you can even like he can't understand you, but you walk up and like maybe put an arm on him and be like, so.
Well, he was crying, so I give him a big, beefy, dwarfy hug.
And what did you say to him? Like, you're just trying to be good to him? Just make him.
Well, I'm basically just trying to say, like, you're obviously pretty distraught. We'll help you out. Just help us out in any small way besides just telling us something about a cold one. Give us something to work with.
As he said,
He turns to you and says, which only Eliak can understand. You cannot defeat Master, and then he tells you to kill him.
Eliak, what did he say?
I relay that.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Alright. So I assume we're getting nothing out of this guy. He's just willing to die.
It sounds like he's just brainwashed.
Yep.
He's clearly in fear for his life, not only from you, but from something else.
I want to say to him, if you're afraid of here's how I see it, okay? He's afraid of his life, for his life. But he asks us to kill him. So I want to ask him, what greater threat does this guy pose than death?
He's at this current moment in time. We're the only ones who can kill him because we're right here.
Mm-hmm. He says he'll kill everything. His master will kill everything.
Okay. I want to ask him, how did they get in here?
I don't think this guy knows anybody.
How do what?
How did they get in here?
He tells you that his master let him in.
Does he know the purpose of why he's here?
To destroy and gather the treasures of Sharn.
Okay. I want to ask him, what was the deal with the water outside of the entrance?
The guy controls ice. He probably just froze the rock so hard that it.
Just want to confirm this.
Um, he just tells you that his master used ice to get in here. That's all he says.
Okay.
Well, based off one thing you said, he said Master let him in there. That kind of infers that he was the Master dude, whatever the thing is, was already in the building.
One sec, going SK.
Okay. Like
Well,
was
no,
already
he
inside
could have
the
blown it
like,
up from the
possibly-
outside. He could have blown it up from the outside and let him in from the outside.
And to be clear, that implies that you inferred that. But yeah,
Alright. Never mind.
I think this is all we're getting out of this guy, really. I mean, we know everything we need. Or,
So do we
I want to
kill
ask
or-
him, what is this place?
he just says it's his master's lair, basically.
Oh, okay. I want to ask him if his master is still here.
Yes, he says he is.
Yeah, son of a bitch. I say we get
Yeah,
the hell.
actually,
How many
that, right?
kobolds are left?
What's that?
Yeah,
I say we get the hell out of here.
How many of them are in here?
How many are in here? He I assume.
I relay it.
Again, Ellie, ask him that. He just says that his entire tribe is in here.
I seriously
hold
think
on,
we should
hold
get
on.
up and out of here. This is not a good idea to keep pushing. And I know the combat seems fun and all, but we're not ready for this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are
we-
ready for this.
I couldn't
Can
even
I
kill one
roll-
girl.
Real quick, Never mind. Because I don't have nature, so I was going to roll a nature check to see how many kobolds are usually in a clan, but...
I want to ask Orem to do a Arcania check on that liquid that we were looking at earlier.
You just want to ask him if it has any magical properties.
Yeah.
Arcana check on what?
That green goop.
Roll that d20. Rolling d20s for days. I almost rolled 120-sided dice there. I don't know how I fat fingered that one. Big money, no whammy.
You don't
Sure,
notice
roll.
anything magical about it.
I want to take, what do I got here? I'm going to take the water skin that I've got in my adventures kit. I'm going to fill a little bit of that, I'm going to fill it up with a little bit of that liquid.
That liquid is the trench is about 10 feet deep, and the liquid only goes up to about 4 feet. So it's a 6-foot stretch from the
Gotcha.
top down.
How has the liquid been affecting the body that's been laying in there?
It's just floating in the liquid.
Okay, so it's not like dissolving or anything.
No.
So it's not really acidic.
I want to take my rope and I want to tightly wrap it around that water skin. I want to lower it into the pit and then bring it back up.
All right. I assume it like to attempt to fill it up some.
Yeah.
Still here. Okay, so as you dip it in, it just kind of slowly fills because it's not as thin as water, but it's not incredibly thick, but thick enough that it slowly fills up. And you can feel as you go to pull the water skin back up, it kind of sticks in it a little, and then you get it free and just pull it right on back up.
Okay.
So it's slightly viscous, slightly sticky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way we're getting that body out of that pit, first of all.
Well, can we
Yeah,
check
do we
the
want to just
bodies for loot?
Yeah, just loot the rest of them, and I don't know what the hell we want to do with this last kobold. Put a knife to his throat and call it a day.
You're gonna have to.
We're gonna
I mean,
come back.
'cause
Yeah, we're gonna come back eventually. Where he's not gonna help us. So, unfortunately.
and since he's afraid for his life, the first
Yeah.
thing we
No,
do
no,
is
no,
we
no,
let
no.
him go
I
and
got-
run back.
I got better plans for this. Let's keep him tied up. We're gonna take him back to town and see if we can find somebody in
Oh.
town that can maybe get more information out of him.
That's a damn. Okay, yeah. Forget my plan with the knife in the throat and stuff.
Yeah, I want to take
So
I want to take that rope I just used. I want to double it up around his arms.
Okay. Make sure he's really well secured.
Yeah, if
Right,
we're
like-
going on a trip.
Tied a rope to an arrow and then like shot at that guy that's floating in the. Does he look like he has anything like on him? Like any money or anything from where we're standing?
No. Are you talking about the guy in the goop?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have anything on him. In fact, you search the bodies, as someone said to do a second ago, and you don't find anything of any value on any of them.
Okay.
Is there anything on the walls in here at all?
No, they're just plain stone walls. Slightly worn from time, but not
Okay.
even that much.
Well, I think we've got everything we need to get out of here because there's no way in hell am I going down another set of stairs in here.
Yeah. So before we end tonight, do you guys want to go back to town and see what we can't find out? Since
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go back to town.
RP a little bit back in town.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere specific you want to try and take them in town? Like,
Is there
I mean,
a
it's a big enough town. There's probably a lot of different places, magic shops. And,
is there a magic shop of sorts of specifically somebody with who focuses on psychic magic?
Or some sort of historical society that would know anything about a cold one big dragon,
And we
ice
can-
dragon thing.
we could split up too. Like the historians could go to the history society, since I'm sure Dane and myself would know history, and you know, or I could go for the magic shop.
Yeah,
since
you
I
get
know
you
our-
get. I'm gonna take this.
Split up, kill with stone.
okay, so as you, so you guys take off with him. You know, I assume someone carrying him, or a couple of you guys dragging him back to town. And as you get back to town, you approach the gates of Sharn, which are very well guarded. There are guards along the walls and on the ground near each of the gates. The guards immediately stop you and ask what you're doing with some creature.
Does anyone mind if I speak up?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Okay, I am going to just let them know that we are coming back from investigating a disturbance in the cemetery. There was a kobold horde, and it's a much bigger problem than we expected. So this is one of our captives that we are going to interrogate, and we need some smarter people in town to help us figure out and decode what he's saying.
The guards kind of look you all up and down, who compared to them you are all very raggedly dressed. The guards are well armed and well armored, and they say that they know about the kobold threat and or about the kobolds near the graveyard, and that it's no major problem. That's why you were sent to do it, but you can't bring that creature into the city.
Could I perhaps get a diplomacy check on this thing to try
Yeah,
and
I've got-
reason with these guys?
Yeah.
Diplomacy.
I don't know.
I could also do a bluff check and say that there's a dragon under there, since he called it a dragon.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I'll let you do diplomacy, since I know we're not supposed to be
Alright.
parodying with who does what.
There you go.
again, the guard just kind of
Ah, come on.
repeats himself. And looks-
Jesus.
I'm gonna go for an intimidate check here. And try to
Tell him about the
intimidate him,
dragon.
Joe.
Tell him about the dragon.
Okay, first can I tell him that this kobold told us that there is a dragon called the Cold One down there.
The guard looks over to one of the other ones standing real close to him, looks back at you, and they both just start laughing. And he
Okay,
says there's no dragons anywhere near here.
Okay, well I'm gonna roll an intimidate check here and tell him that we need to get into this town. Nope.
So as you do the intimidate check, or as you try to intimidate him, he turns around and shouts behind him for more guards. And out of the tower next to him, like 5 more guards walk out. And he turns back to you and shoves you backwards and points his spear down at the kobold and tells you that you can't bring that thing into the city, and he should probably just kill it right here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna de-escalate the situation here, and I'm going to use a bluff check. So I'm gonna roll. Actually, I'd like to use a bluff check, I should say. Say that Darren Dalfort sent us on behest of, I assume there's a lord of this town.
Yes. I don't have his name readily available, so.
Lord, yeah, but there's a lord or mayor or,
Yeah.
you know, master of a coin or something.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll a bluff check and say that Darren Dalfort at the Knights of Sharn sent us at the behest of the lord of this town because the disturbance had, you know, basically he thought that it was serious enough and, you know, had seen that something serious had happened at the mausoleum. Basically that we're on official business and that we were told to bring anything we can back.
Can you give me a bluff check? Can someone else give me a perception check as well? The guard
I'll do it.
kind of is taken aback and says, "Show me your royal order."
Okay, so it's gonna be a D20 plus 10.
Do I have to roll another bluff check to see if I made up a royal order?
No, I mean you'd have to either forge one separate or actually have one, and you can tell with that perception check that if you thought that the kobolds were difficult to fight, the guards are going to be near impossible. That they are significantly higher.
Okay, well.
Is there any way that we can split the group? Have some people stay, or someone stay with the kobold outside, and have us just run into town?
Yeah.
We have to grab
Find
somebody
some
inside
stories.
of town, pull them outside, and then try and meet with this thing.
Yeah,
Or
At
even
night
just
or
tell them what
something.
we know.
that's fine. If you want to have someone sit with the maybe
I can do it.
from the gates and sit with them.
I was gonna say, is anyone okay with
I'll do it.
sticking out the RP to do that?
I'll do
okay.
it.
So then, do we just want to? We'll capitulate to the guards and say, fine, the kobold stays outside, but he doesn't die. And I can I do a diplomacy check, or would I have to do that with the guard?
No.
If we don't.
I'm just gonna say the guard just tells you that that's fine. Just get the kobold out of here. Get him away.
Okay. I'll. Yeah. Do you guys want me to try? I'm gonna turn around and just whisper to the group so the guards can't hear me. I've got a bottle of wine. I could try another diplomacy check with some alcohol to see if I can get one last push to get these guys to let us in.
I don't wanna push it anymore. After that
Let's go in because I got to get a beer.
Okay. Cool. So then, yeah, I guess the group's decided we're gonna go in.
Okay. So basically, do you guys want to go find like a someone from a magic shop? Say someone from a temple. Do you want to talk to your guild leader? Where do you want to go exactly?
I want to talk
Yeah, I
to
was gonna
somebody
say,
with like psychic magic. Like
I've got that Arcana ability, so if I have to do a check, I could be able to do that. And
that's not necessarily
right?
what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that can literally get into this kobold's thoughts.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay.
staying with the kobold, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna start telling him my life story. Knowing him a little bit.
Telling them all about the Echo Company adventures, and
You're gonna start torturing it, basically.
Oh, jeez.
then while they go off and do that, I go off to, I don't know what this town has. If there's some sort of historical society or adventurers guild, I'm gonna go there.
Okay. Can I get a So Elliot, you're gonna go find some magic shop user,
Yeah.
or some magic shop owner rather, and then Dane, you're gonna go find like There's universities in the town. You're basically gonna go to a university.
Yeah, I'll go to university.
That sounds good. And then, Orme, what are you doing?
Shit, I don't know. We've got someone finding. Who's finding
Find adventurers guild.
Yeah, I'll go to an adventurers guild before we go back to our guy. Oh wait,
Maybe there's
actually,
somebody there that
no.
knows how to deal with kobolds.
You switch with me, Orme. You switch with me.
Oh, you want me to go to the university or
No,
the
you're
magic guy?
you're going to the magic guy. I'll go to the adventurers guild.
Okay, because I was gonna say we could go to the adventurers guild, or we could go to Darren Dalfort and ask him to send us more more troops.
Nah.
Or if he could get us a royal order, since there's a dragon involved.
There's
But
no
We
reason.
can do that at the end. We can do it at the very end. Yeah, I'll go to the magic shop, and then we'll just split up.
Okay, so Eric, since I'm guessing Orme is following you to the magic shop, can you go?
No,
ahead
no,
and
no.
use
I'm going
Streetwise
to
check?
I'm going to the Adventurers Guild. He's going to the magic shop, and
So
then
let
Okay.
me throw the streetwise.
Okay, Orme and Dane, can I get streetwise checks from both of you then? And Eliak, you know where to go, obviously.
Hold on, can I just run the only streetwise check and point out where to go to the rest of the group?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Because
High streetwise. Okay, so you ask around in the streets a little bit where you might be able to go to get good magical items and whatnot, and most people point you out to a store real close by, and you also ask where someone could find out something about history or something historical, if there's a historical society, etc. And you'll point in the direction of the university as well. So, although I don't have a specific name for the shop, so I'm just going to say that you basically go to the magic shop.
Dumbledore's wizardry shit for everybody. I don't know.
Yeah. And then, Dane, you can go up to the university. I'll start with Orme, and then I'll cycle over to you, Dane, and then we'll come back to you, Elliot. So, Orme, you go to the magic shop that you were directed towards, and I assume it's very obvious what it is. Large sign hanging out front, and you can feel, being a magic user, that it exudes a large magical energy.
okay.
I assume you just go on in.
Yeah, why not?
All right. So as you walk in, you can see everywhere on the walls are different magical trinkets, necklaces and rings, a few magical weapons, etc. There's also scrolls all behind, all on a wall behind a desk, where a man with a long beard stands. And as you enter, he greets you and asks if he can help you find anything.
So I'll greet him kindly, and never mind. I was gonna say, since I'm a changeling, I might change into a more helpful form, but that's not really necessary. So I'll greet him kindly, and tell him that we were sent to the graveyard. Can you remind me of the name of the graveyard? Was there one?
There was no name. It was just the graveyard north.
Okay. Okay, so tell me, we were sent to the graveyard north, and that we had. I still don't know where my helmet.
Jesus.
So yeah, how we were sent north to the graveyard, and we first came upon a mausoleum with the door of solid stone. Must have been 3 metric tons, or whatever they used
A fuck
stones
ton.
back then. Yeah.
Two.
So
It'd be three.
It must have been 3,000. It must have been 3,000 stones. Of,
3
weight,
kilometers.
blown from inside by ice. Clearly magic. We found a host of kobolds inside who spoke of the Cold One. They used the term the dragon, who controls ice. We have one in our possession as a captive, but we can't bring him into the town, and we really need any help to figure out what's going on.
He goes ahead and kind of laughs when you tell him the story, and he says that he's familiar with the kobolds that have been attacking north, and he also knows that kobolds do worship dragons, but that there would actually be a dragon here is horribly unlikely. But oftentimes kobolds do worship shrines to dragons, which they believe basically are the dragons themselves.
Okay, well, I'll can I insist and would an Arcana check be a way to like prove my arcane knowledge to say that this was clearly something more than just kobolds?
Yeah, you can go ahead and attempt to prove your arcane knowledge. And keep in mind that the store owner is likely a very high-level wizard or mage.
Yeah, but just showing that I have some, just that I have some knowledge, and he's not talking to some random adventurer who's just slinging bullshit.
Right.
Okay, well that didn't work.
He again kind of laughs and he says, "Well, it could have been magic that opened that door, but it probably was just some illusion." Yeah, and he says, he greatly doubts there's any dragon in the area.
Could I ask him what else could have opened a door like that from within the stone itself?
He says if there were enough kobolds, maybe they were able to knock it down in some way, and you just misrecognized the signs, or it could have been any number of things. Time could have time and water freezing could have broken the door down with ice. It doesn't necessarily mean there was a dragon.
And we failed our previous Arcana check, so we couldn't tell that there was, you know, if it was exceptionally cold. Could we see our breath in the mausoleum? Just
No.
Okay, so we couldn't see our breath, it was just cold. Damn. Alright, I'd like to roll another Arcana check to see if he has any other magic items that I could tell could be like, mind control spells or things like that. Can I do that?
You mean like the scrolls behind him and stuff? The
Scrolls, runes, anything basically that I could get my hands on, is my thought.
You can tell right away with the prices marked that the scrolls behind him are all rituals, well above your current magic level, and that they all cost significantly more money than you have.
Okay, damn.
In the thousands for the cheapest.
Well, are you sure? Are they actually above my magic level?
They would be above your magic level in that you can use things above your level so long as you can get your hands on it. However, you cannot like copy things above your magic level. So you wouldn't be able to like look at the scroll and copy it or anything. You would have to actually buy it to use it.
I don't think you're gonna get much else out of there, Haji.
Yeah, I was thinking of...
Yeah, and it is becoming painfully apparent that you're not going to get very much more.
Yeah, my only thought was I have high thievery as well. I might have been able to steal one of the things, and then if I failed, I would
wouldn't suggest that.
Pay him, just return it, pay him 5 coins for his trouble, and then leave. But
he's a high-level wizard, and wizards got a temper.
Yeah, I'll ask him one last question before passing it over to someone else to RP. If he knows of anyone else who might be able to, you know, to use magic to unlock a tight-lipped prisoner.
He kind of leans back and strokes his beard for a minute and thinks, and he tells you, he's sure there might be something, but he'd have to dig through his scrolls and figure it out. He could do some research for you if you like, but it'll cost you some money.
Okay. Let's see. How much money?
Well, you've come into the nicest magic shop in town, and his time is worth a lot, he thinks. So he says to do all this research for him will probably take a couple of days, and around 15 gold pieces.
Okay. I'm going to roll. I'd like to roll rather a diplomacy check to see if he would do it for less, and then we could offer him something. You know, an ability to study the runes when we go in, or study whatever magic is in there once we go in and to the mausoleum, or credit towards the towards clearing out the mausoleum as one of the those responsible. Can I roll a diplomacy check just to see if he'd bend on that price?
Yeah.
Okay. And to the rest of the group, I'm sorry if I take a long time to RP.
It's all good. I'm enjoying it.
Okay. Okay, so that was my roll. 20.
Oh, okay. Just short. He says that first, he's no scholar. He doesn't wish to study anything. He's a salesman. And second, that price is going to be the least he can offer, and that's the best deal you're going to find in town.
Okay, I'll actually pay the money, since I have 57 gold on me. I'll pay the money to him, and just tell him that this kobold, and part by saying this kobold was particularly frightened. I've never seen one as distraught as this.
He asked
so
you
please take this seriously.
He asked you to go ahead and pay him in advance, and that kobolds are weak-minded creatures, and it doesn't surprise him in the least that he was frightened, even by a group of subpar adventurers. And he tells you to come back next week.
Okay.
So deduct 15 gold pieces.
Can I take over here?
What's that?
Can I take over here?
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a streetwise check, see if I can find that shop there. Because I've got that liquid I'd like to get checked out.
Okay.
Oh, I should have taken that liquid too, yeah.
It's gonna be 5.
You're directed to a number of shops. Most, when you go to them, are closed down, and you don't. The ones you do go to that aren't closed down are very, very run down. And you don't see Orme near any of them.
Okay. So I'm gonna head back.
Actually, sorry. Is that a place that we all usually meet? Would that be previous character knowledge, or would we have to have
Like the shop or the guild place?
the guild, where the
Yes.
four of us would normally meet?
Yeah, you know where that is. That's where you are staying currently. That's where you have a room at the guild cost.
I'm gonna go back there. That way they can find me.
Okay.
I'm gonna purchase a week's worth of rations. How much would that cost?
A week's worth of rations would be 14 silver pieces. So 1 gold, 4 silver pieces.
1 gold, 4 silver. Okay, I'm gonna purchase a week's worth of rations.
That's right.
Let me subtract that there. So 1 gold, 4 silver pieces.
Okay, well, your turn. I'm gonna roll over to Dane real quick though. On him. Okay, so Dane.
Yo.
Sorry, what was that? Go ahead.
I was gonna say real quickly. I'm gonna go back to the gate and bury that kobold from the neck down. I've got a shovel. I'm gonna dig a hole. I'm gonna bury him from the neck down.
Okay. So you head back out there. Dane, you're directed up to Moorgrave University, and I'm actually kind of glad you went up to the university because this definitely comes into play later on too.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, kind of. I can sort of incorporate the other campaign as well. So you go up to the Moorgrave University, and when you go up there, you don't really see very many people. Most are likely in their offices and whatnot. But as you get up there and you kind of walk around the courtyard as you first enter, one woman comes up to you. Do I have a picture in here? Sorry, give me just 1 second. I wasn't expecting.
Take your time.
Also, can we get clothing in here so we don't look like shit?
Like just buy nicer looking clothing?
Yeah.
Um,
Or could I get like shave and a haircut and a nice set of clothes for 30 gold or something like that?
yeah, that's super expensive for that, but yeah.
Well, I don't know what the going price of anything in Dungeons and Dragons is.
That would probably be a couple silver pieces, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, so this woman, an elf, approaches you and greets you and introduces herself as Gid Nefrit. She asks if you need any help finding anything here at the university.
Yes, and I tell her politely. Well, I greet myself, introduce myself as Dane Ironfoot, in that I am a member of a company of 4 who just recently came back from an expedition to the town's graveyard, and in our findings there, we came across a piece of strange information regarding something known as the Cold One, and it was referred to as a dragon. So I was coming here to the university to see if perhaps you had any sort of information regarding this thing, if there's somebody I could talk to who's either an expert on either kobolds or dragon lore, as well as maybe gaining access to the library since this is a university, or perhaps maybe looking through the museum galleries.
As you say that, she looks very excited and says, "Oh, this is my field of expertise. Right now I'm studying Kruthiks that are infesting the cogs beneath Sharn, but I can help you out with that. Would you accompany me back to my office?"
Sure.
All right. So she takes you back into the university a little bit to her office, and as you come in, she tells you to go ahead and take a seat, and she starts digging through some books on her bookshelf real quick, and pulls out one and cracks it open and starts looking through, and she says, so you said there were kobolds up there, is that correct?"
That is correct.
And she
Well,
said,
technically under there.
right. In there. Fair enough.
Gotcha.
She says that they do worship dragons or keep them in very high regard, but it's very rare that they would ever actually find one to help out. Additionally, no dragon with any amount of power would ever accept help from kobolds. She also tells you that she can assure you that there are no dragons in the area. That the only dragons that she knows of, and the only ice dragons that she knows of, would be in the forever frozen areas of Eberron, which are on the very, very bottom, the very south of everything.
Yeah. Kind of sucks because I'm pretty shit for Arcana and stuff or even Perception for that matter. But I would ask her, would it be possible, since the chances of this being an actual dragon are very slim, is it at all possible that this is perhaps a very powerful wizard and or witch casting some sort of an illusion to present herself as a dragon, or himself as a dragon, to sort of trick the kobolds, since they don't seem to be all that intelligent? Obviously the threat is real, given the fact that this particular kobold that we did manage to capture, by the way, is frightened out of his mind, so much to the point where he would have rather have died the minute we captured him, as opposed to talking. And I've never seen kobolds act that frightened. They usually just tend to be very aggressive and just charge people in combat. I've never seen one stop and start crying in the middle of battle.
She asks you, your character, how many kobolds have you seen?
A fair amount.
Fair enough. She says that, well, they do oftentimes worship inanimate objects as dragons, but and they do see them as dragons, and would be very fearful of them, but she doubts it's any kind of wizard or anything as well. That sounds too powerful, and any wizard with that kind of power would never use kobolds for anything.
Well, the one thing
They're almost always, if they are minions, they're almost always the minions of much weaker creatures.
Well, let's see. There's two things. When we were at the grave site, the graveyard, we encountered them at a mausoleum, and this particular mausoleum it looked to be incredibly well built. After all, I'm a dwarf. I pretty much live off of rocks, and I mean, you're talking about well over a couple of thousands of tons of stone that was completely blasted apart, and we don't know if it was magic that was behind it, but there were traces of water. And obviously, seeing that this kobold admitted to something being the cold one, we're kind of just putting two and two together. And the other thing that the kobold had mentioned was a treasure trove. The treasure trove of this particular town was underneath this mausoleum. It kind of goes back to the point where maybe a wizard, as you just said, most people wouldn't really deal with kobolds, but given the fact that there is some sort of treasure involved, maybe, just maybe, there is a wizard trying to get his hands on said treasure.
She just looks at you incredibly skeptically, and again repeats that nothing with any amount of power would ever use kobolds for anything. Simply because
Well, why is
everything that they would need to with the kobolds on their own. And no powerful dragon would ever befriend kobolds.
Well, then again, wouldn't that be a good cover-up? I mean, if kobolds are pretty much looked down upon, you could just easily pass it off as another kobold insurrection, and no one would pay any attention to it. Would that require some sort of check?
No. She's very forthcoming with information. She's very, very.
Okay.
She tells you that it's possible, but that certainly wouldn't be a dragon. A dragon would be too proud and noble to do something like that.
Sorry to medicate.
There's also the name of that god written on it. That's character knowledge, though. So.
What's that?
That was character knowledge.
I said there's the name of that god that.
Oh,
everyone.
That's right.
What was the name of that god again? I totally forgot.
Yeah, can we RP the characters in game have a much better memory than the players?
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know deity names all that well.
It was
D&D,
Oladra.
Oladra? Okay. So then I go back to this lady and I say that the tomb or the mausoleum that we encountered this kobold was named after this particular deity, which I can't pronounce because I'm an idiot. Would that have anything? Is there any sort of significance about that?
She says that she recognizes the name. I assume your character says it. Oladra. Yes.
Oladra. Yeah.
I just typed. She says she recognizes that it's the good god of fortune and luck, but she doesn't think that would hold any significance.
Wait, I
started metagame for a second. Oops, sorry.
No, go ahead. You go metagame first because I'll metagame after you.
I was just gonna ask, in Dungeons and Dragons, are dragons like pretty much like dragons in every other lore setting where they're just like super like treasure whores? Like wherever they find treasure, they just like get really aggressive and don't leave it.
Yeah, sort of. And they're incredibly strong. Like they are. Like as dragons grow, they get like second to gods and titans.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, can I ask her then, say like, since this kobold admitting to being some sort of treasure, that a dragon would perhaps bend its characteristics and manipulate kobolds for the sake of treasure.
She says there's no amount of treasure around here that a dragon would be interested in.
Can I metagame real quick?
Yeah, good.
I am a follower of the deity of Kol Koran, which is the sole god of money and trade. Does that mean I would be more familiar with Oladra because of that? Is there similar gods, or not necessarily?
You might recognize Oladra. I mean, they are relatively similar.
I'm gonna search on my Galaxy S5. For the cold one. Can I Google that? Can
Do
I do
what?
can I do a Google check for the cold one?
You could Google it. I know it's not gonna count in game, but you're welcome to Google it. It's not gonna. I'll just say right. It's not gonna come up on Google. Like
I'm just
it's,
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean, it's
I'm
no,
getting
like,
tired.
specific player knowledge. It's no specific. Anything.
Gotcha.
All right, so I mean, I don't think there's really anything going on with this conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, could I just ask her for
But she.
if she? Oops, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll bring mine up after.
I was gonna say like since the conversation just seems to be dragging on, but she does seem really interested in it. Either does she have any sort of books, perhaps that would make reference to a cold one, any sort of books on dragons, any artifacts that would be perhaps related to this, and if they don't really seem to believe me at this particular point, maybe perhaps inviting somebody from this university out with us the next time that we do perhaps go out to this particular place.
She'll just tell you right up front that it sounds so uncredible that she doubts that she's hands down the nicest person here. She admits of herself and says no one's gonna follow you out or take it seriously.
Would there be, if we do perhaps find an artifact of some sort of significance,
She would be very
that perhaps
interested in
change their
seeing it.
mind?
She would
Okay.
be very interested in seeing it.
Okay.
Yeah, is that all that you have for her?
Like I say, if there's any books or something that she could perhaps lend me, I'd be interested in. But
Yeah, she doesn't recognize the name Cold One or anything.
Okay.
She says it's likely just what the Kobold is calling it. A very unlikely is its actual name. But as you leave, she does say that she is looking for a group of adventurers for something.
All right, Lassie, what do you want?
She says that there's rumors of flying crucifix in the cogs beneath the city, and she would be willing to basically grant you some experience if you would go looking and perhaps bring her back evidence of flying crucifix, because no one has ever seen any before.
We're obviously not going to take on this dragon right now, so.
Yeah, so we need experience. So I would definitely, I don't know. I can't say yes because I have to talk to the other members of my company before I can commit. But tell her that for right now, there's like a 98% chance that we will accept.
Okay, she also there's a man down at the foundry, the Tane foundry, that would likely pay for you to go down and take care of that Kruthic threat as well, because they've been attacking his men.
Okay.
But she says just get back to her when you find out if your group would like to take that on.
Yeah, I think we should all gather at the Adventurers Guild, and I am buried that kobold. Haji's got that liquid there, and I think we should like wrap it up at the Adventurers Guild.
Right, so you head back over there, Dane, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Alright, so that puts Orme, Dane, and Alec, I'm assuming, at the Adventurers Guild. And Shukin, are you still outside with the kobold?
I don't know. Should I leave him? I wonder.
I say
guess I'll
just
set him.
kill him, dude.
I'll
Just
set him.
kill.
No, I can't. My honor will not allow me to kill an unarmed foe.
Free him. Just free him then.
I'll set him down by the entrance to the city or whatever, and then walk down back into town.
Okay. Do you just, like, still tied up, you just set him down next to the entrance?
I want my rope
and then
back.
I pet him on the head and I say I'll be back later.
I know he's gonna die.
The guards just kind of look at you strangely as you walk into the city, and
I
You give
bow
him a-
before I
give him a
leave, and then I
Kiss on his cheek.
it's safe to say that's the last of that you see of the kobold.
Did you get my rope?
No.
He's
You're
still
a
tied
bot.
up. So.
I'll buy you a new one. How about that?
All right.
That's okay.
And then you head back to the guild. Do you guys want to go ahead and talk to the guild leader now, back at the guild, or hold off?
I'm about to fall asleep. I say that'd be a good place to pick it up.
We'll pick it up next time.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna talk to the guild leader. I was gonna say, like, for the next X period of time until we pick it back up, I'm gonna just be bouncing back and forth between the guild and the library, trying to read anything that I can.
Okay.
Since that's not something I'd have to be like technically present for to RP. So like, you've been reading for the past 3 days, and you found like this little tidbit. Maybe if you find it in your heart, oh great games master. So
Yeah. We'll probably say about a day. Like, you guys will pick back up probably the next morning when we come back.
Okay.
So. All right. Then.
Cool.
Well, awesome start.
All
Yeah,
right.
how sweet.
Awesome.
Yay.
Sorry about the long RPing in the town, but
That's what it's.
You know,
That's
actually, I
okay.
kind of like doing that that RPing more. I know I'm just kind of slow and obstinate about people giving me answers.
yeah, I actually like the RPing more than I like the combat.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it's cool.
Although, to be honest, the combat today wasn't bad at all. Like, that was much more
That
smooth.
was fun.
Not for
And
me,
we
dude. I
successfully
commit shit.
captured a cobalt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a third time we tried.
Something.
Well, also, I'd like to get my
and
fucking torch back from whoever picked it up.
Well, I want to get my rope back.
oh yeah, well since we're back at the Adventurers Guild, I'm
Nothing's-
gonna give.
That thing's well depleted by now.
Yeah.
Those are like they're
I think it's an hour, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, they're disposable.
Yeah.
So.
Bleh. All right.
Well then, in that case, yeah.
Yeah.